The hell LeBron got going on, man?
And look, man, hey man, seems like bro going to the D. Bro about to be in Dallas, Texas. They
It's
say
gonna
give him
be
for they say 48 hours. And this was like 8 hours, 9 hours ago. So this about to be 39 hours. They
and they say
said
Bronny going with him.
9 hours ago, bro. In the next 48 hours, it's gonna shake up the NBA.
Bronny going with him.
You don't know. But yeah, most likely he is, or he gonna go to the best situation, like the Wizards or something, like Cam Whitmore. You know what I'm saying? Because now they don't got nobody though. You dig? So yeah, Jordan Poole gone. He playing for New Orleans.
Q, what's
Uh,
goody?
yeah, like I said, Jordan Poole. He playing for New Orleans now. So shit, who else? Who else was there? Kyle Kuzma gone. He playing for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton there, but bro, he ain't about to be there, bro. Like, ain't no way, bro. You gotta be a pure hooper to be in some Washington D.C. Even though Washington D.C. do got the women, no bullshit. They got some beautiful women. But that didn't even keep Jalen. You know, say
Man,
Jordan Poole there, bro.
if LeBron come to
To
Dallas,
Dallas.
and I'm gonna be at damn every fifth game.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know what's so crazy? I never ever got to see LeBron play ever in my life, bro. And I've been a fan of him since high school, since his high school.
Me neither.
But I can say
Me neither.
I did get to see T Mac and Kobe Bryant go up against each other, so I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, outside the cube, get up here, man. Come holler at us, man. Let's get acquainted. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We about to get it in. Y'all know how we do it over here, man.
Yeah, man. But let's talk about why they got Kobe at 11th.
Say it again.
Why they got Kobe at 11th in the top 100 of all time? They got Kobe at 11th, bro. But they got Will Chamberlain in top 10, damn near top five.
And this nigga Q always got some live shit going on, man. What
Hey,
the hell is
nah, bro. How he hopping on doing this, bro? What the fuck is this?
you doing? You in the virtual? You in VR?
And the
Q,
motherfucker blinking his eyes.
Q, what's good? It's my boy outside the cube. He be on side Netter. My boy got a couple debates under his belt. You know what I'm saying? Formidable opponent. You know what I'm saying? First time hopping on the panel, chopping it up with him, man. Solomonic Solomonic TV. What's goody? Everybody in the chat, tap in.
Solomonic. So when I see Solomonic TV, me ask, are you indulged in like the grimoires of Solomon, like the lesser keys, or you just like Egypt, Samaria, everything?
Solomon was from Egypt.
No, I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times though is that like when you meet like a lot of people, like most of the time, like people like me that are into Egypt, they got into Egypt because of Solomon for some odd reason. Just like with me, bro. Like I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I started reading about Solomon at a young age. I didn't know nothing about the Egyptian culture until I started reading mythology books. And then starting to see like the parallels of like Thoth and like, certain knowledge and things of that nature, bro.
Already,
But
already.
another reason why is because he say Solomonic TV, but he has an Egyptian, what looks like an Egyptian profile. He said he got the sources. Hop on. I gotta
Hop
talk to you.
on. Click that
I gotta
link.
talk
Come
to you.
holler
There's some
at
What you
us.
questions
was
I
a
gotta ask you.
what you was a Hebrew back in the day or something?
Who?
Q, what's goody?
What's
Me?
going on with it, man?
Man. We
Yeah,
talking
You
to
talking
you,
about, you
Jalen.
talking about, oh nah, no, never that, never that. Nah.
yeah. Y'all know I gotta come with the 3D crazy shit. Y'all know
Yeah,
what it
man. Yeah,
is.
man, that's different. I ain't gonna cap, that's different. That's different.
I need
But
Yeah,
that
that's
nah,
damn
man.
plug.
But nah, bro, like nah, I never been a Hebrew uh But you know, when I was at church, like as a kid, you know what I'm saying, growing up, I would only read about Moses, Solomon. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much what I started out reading about. Like that's all I cared about was that. And then David, David and Samuel came later. But it
Yeah,
was mostly just Moses, you know what I'm saying, Solomon and shit. So I was just fascinated about that shit.
yeah. I
But
never paid attention in church. I was on some fuck that shit. When can I
oh,
get out this hole?
that's why I was bro. That's why I was reading the same two stories, bro. The same two books
I was
over and
trying to
over.
get the fuck out of there. But
Shit.
nah, I feel you though. You know what I'm saying. But nah, that brother Solomonic TV, he more so messes with like the Kemet stuff, all of that.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
I don't
Oh, that's
I don't know.
Jose.
Yeah, that's Jose. That's yeah. I said peace, Jose, but my mic was muted.
Oh shit, Jose back on here. Oh shit.
Uncle Jose
Jose,
been here
Jose,
before.
Jose, you got the sources? You said you was gonna come back
Uncle
with the
Jose been
sources.
in the trap before.
Hey, how come you can't see nobody names? Because I don't even know bruh name.
Oh, let me move this comment out the way. Uncle Jose, what's good? I will let Uncle Ho. He got his
Oh,
mic
words
good.
of Ogun.
He'll
Yeah,
come
man.
back in.
So you in the Kemet, but you got words of Ogun. Explain
Not
that.
it, not into Kimmy.
Oh, I thought you said you were into
Mm-mm.
Solomon and it brought you to Kemet. My bad. I
No, no,
misheard.
no, 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 no. I'm saying is that like Egypt became very fascinating because of Moses and everything. So I
Oh,
always
okay,
went back
okay,
and forth. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot.
okay.
And then once I started reading the mythologies of like Horus and everything like that, then I started dipping into Egypt. But I don't know too much about Kemet, right? Like I said, I only know like the mythological stories and stuff. I am aware of for me that these gods and everything were more so like just just elements, steps to this and steps to that. But like other than that, bro, nah. Now I do read. Now what I do go off of is like if I'm going up against like a Hebrew or something like that, or me and Wavy, we be like, man, show me, like show me a Nimrod in your Bible that existed. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, well, shoot, they can't show that, but I can show a Noah character, that's on the King's list. You know what I'm saying? I can show a Nimrod character on the King's list. So it's like, that's my thing and whatnot. Like I just, I like ancient history, bro. Let's put it there. I like ancient
Oh,
stories, ancient
okay.
history. That's
Yeah,
just me.
that's what's up. Yeah, I don't know shit about Kemet. I'm not into Kemet. I don't think that it's not something that tickles my fancy.
For sure.
But shout out to the people that rock with it. I like to listen to those conversations or debates sometimes. Sometimes I find them
What's up?
fascinating. Sometimes, hey, what's going on, Jose? What's happening, bro?
What's up, Uncle Jose?
But but yeah, that's not
The
my cup of
sources for you,
tea.
man. I got the sources. I got primary sources.
I'm waiting. I'm,
I got the
hey,
primary
I'm waiting.
sources,
That's what
man.
we was
Super
waiting
Wavy say, bring the sources.
on.
I got the primaries. I got the English. I got the Medunecha. I got all that, right? So I will bring the
Hey,
primary sources, man, for
Hey
sure.
yo, hold on, Jose. Why do you got your OBS on there?
Camera is jacked. Mic is jacked up. So this is the only way I can actually on
So this is what you
at the
can do
moment.
because I use OB. Yeah, this is what you can do because
All I,
I also use OBS. Right. So what you can do is, do you see in your OBS to where it says start virtual camera? You should see
probably
where
at
it
it,
says
it
start
probably is in there
streaming,
somewhere.
start.
Okay,
Okay. When I was just
I'm
trying to help you
actually
to
in
get that off
Restream. I
because
don't
what
know.
you could.
No, no, no. I'm not in OBS right now. I'm actually in Restream, and it put up the OBS for some reason.
Right.
I have no
Right. No,
idea
no,
why.
because that's one of your defaults. Yeah, that's your default. No, I was just gonna say is that you see how my avatar is? You can do the same thing because that's what I got. I got
Yeah.
OBS. So what I was just gonna say is you could put a static image,
Okay.
you
Let
could put a video or whatever,
me.
just so it doesn't look like that. That's all I was trying to show you. But now get into what y'all was talking about. I'll chill for a minute. I got about like 30 minutes before my show start.
Hey, already. Hey,
Okay.
Q, what you using right now? That's through OBS.
Yeah, I'm using the same thing he's using. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into it now and see
Yeah,
if I could see
so
if
with
I
OBS,
say
like I
again,
could
Q.
change it. Yeah.
You probably got a delay,
Watch
Uncle
that.
Jose.
But I lost sound.
Hey, hey, yeah, Q. Yeah, man, I gotta get at you, man. We definitely gotta. I gotta find out how you be doing that goddamn looping. You got the best loops on YouTube.
Yeah, I can show you how to do it. It's easy, you know. Um, yeah, I can show you how to do it. Ain't no biggie. But yeah, I got a whole
So
bunch of
let
shit.
me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Q. The state, the state of the conscious community, man. Where we at right now, man?
Uh, I think I think we're in a place to where the shit is dead, and I think that it could be revived. But I think the only way to revive it is with genuine people and with genuine thoughts and ideas. Now, that won't happen, which be truly, I don't think that it will happen to where it will be revived because I think that time has come and gone. Just like when you look at the Black Liberation Movement, that time has come and gone. You see what I'm saying? So, can these things be revived? Yes, we see the new Black Panther Party how they tried to revive that, but the younger people, just don't have the spirit. And I say that because people like such as myself, I wasn't taught that, and a lot of people, who came up that was born in the 80s and 90s, they weren't taught that by their parents. So that's what caused the stifling of the movement, is that people begin to move away from it. But it can be revived. But uh, should it be revived? I would say no. I think that the shit should stay dead, and we should create something else that we can utilize to actually help us, because I don't think the conscious community ever helped anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think the conscious community ever helped anybody. Was it a place, or did we have an outlet to talk about things, and so forth and so on? Yes, and I'll wrap it up with this. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing right now going forward, that's a problem, because all of the master teachers, all of the people that came before us, they already laid out and explained to us what we should be doing, how we should be doing it. And if we're not doing it, then that's more of a knock on us, not on the ideas. So that's just kind of how I look at it. So it's dead. I would allow it to stay dead, and let a new wave come. But what you think about that?
Uh, man, when you I got two questions, but I would say when you say let a new wave come, are you saying like something with a totally complete different name?
Well, yeah, I would say with a different name and also a different aim, to bring us to a new level. Because, like I said, you had the Black Liberation Movement, and then after that, it spawned the conscious community. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So now we're waiting for something else. But well, some of us are waiting for the conscious community to be revived, whereas other parts of us, we don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't know what we're waiting for. We're just around. A lot of us don't know what messages to push, what to do, who to listen to. You got pedos running around, scammers, all type of stuff. So yeah, I think it may be time to consolidate, commiserate, and reiterate what's already been said and kind of move on. That's just my opinion. But
Nah. I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I look at it like the conscious community is the first step, like to get you out of to get your mind thinking black, whether it's to get you out of religion or to get you understanding what the hell going on type shit, to get you a sense of self worth. But as far as boots on the ground, yeah, I agree. It never been it never helped nobody as far as like financially or nothing like
yeah,
that.
it was more
I,
so of a feeling type thing.
right, Right. I agree with that.
Right. So
When it comes,
oh my,
we
my
got
bad. Go
this.
ahead,
We
bro.
got nah. You good? Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I'll go after you.
I was about to change the whole subject, so you got it.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, so my thing is like when you said uh the conscious community helps with bringing people out of religion and bringing them towards blackness. Me personally, I'm not trying to necessarily bring people towards blackness. For the black people that are along for the ride with me, then most certainly blackness is going to be a part of it, but I'm more so a part of the struggle, the class struggle, because I live in America. So I'm born and raised in America, and there's a struggle that's going on right now, that has been going on for a long time, that we've been looking away from and haven't been paying attention to, because we've been so concerned about our spirituality and all of these other things. Whereas when you see the thing that this Trump administration is doing, and not only the Trump administration, you can look before that to Obama, to Clinton, to Ronald Reagan. Even before that, there's been things that has been happening to us, which we used to try to solve it by saying, hey, black people need to stick together. Black people need to buy black and all of that. Those things don't work anymore. Those things don't work anymore. We're too disjointed. We're too apart from each other for that to happen. So I think, me personally, my solution is to come together with class. So that could be with Christians, Muslims, whites, Mexicans, whoever it is. We are in the same class at the end of the day. And what the 1%, what they want to do is they want to keep us disjointed. And my thing is, hey, let's come together to get this taken care of, because I think we have a class issue which causes many more problems once you actually delve into it than religion or spirituality or black or white, in my opinion. But yeah, you can
Most
switch up the topic. That's cool.
Most definitely, most definitely. Peace, Kavad. Got Uncle Jose back in the building. Y'all can jump in whenever y'all want to. Q. When we look at I think in Ngozi was on Netta the other day, and he said that us getting the civil rights passed is our reparations. Do you agree with that statement?
No, I wholeheartedly disagree with that, because reparations is to repair a group of people, to put them back where they were. Now, even with that, it's a little bit tricky, because you can easily say, even with that verbiage and that definition, you can say, well, how about we repair black people by sending them back to Africa? You see what I'm saying? So it's a bit tricky, but it's never going to be things such as civil rights, or being allowed to do what any other person can come over here and do today. There has to be A and B. In A, there has to be a monetary value, for the simple fact that there's a debt that's owed. In B, you can also subsidize programs and things of that nature to assist black people, because we white people had a head start in this. So there has to be, subsidizing of schooling, and things of that nature. But my thing is, like I said, I prefer to deal with class. I prefer to deal with class. So I believe that schooling should be free for everybody. I believe that healthcare should be free for everybody. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm a communist, by the way. So I disagree by saying that civil rights was our reparations, because being able to vote, being able to eat, sleep, have sex with white people or next to white people, that's not reparative justice, in my opinion. I don't look at that as reparative justice.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, I completely agree with that Civil War statement. I just wanted to come on so I can. I heard your topic about like what the state of the conscious community and what we could do to better um
Yeah,
humanity as a
Kavad.
whole, essentially. But like one thing I one thing that I think is that we need to focus on the youth and actually teaching the youth of the things that have happened, and not just the things that have happened, but those crusaders who fought for against the oppression oppressions, their actual works and what they actually taught, like Che Guevara and Biso Campos, those men who fought. I'm speaking as behalf of the Latinos, but those people who actually put into the work to actually create a revolution. And like Che Guevara, he writes this very good book about guerrilla warfare. Now, it's not just about guerrilla warfare, but it's how to start a movement. And one of the key things that he proposes is that you spread propaganda. And I know propaganda seems like a dirty word, but it's a tool so that we could educate our people in these things and these matters that actually matter to us. And if we could do that and plant that seed in their minds while they're young, then they can grow up and the things that they are doing, like you're talking about the 1%, that 1% has a plan for 2030, and we're grown. When it's 2030, we're going to be real grown-ups, and these kids are going to be the ones making the decisions. The kids that are growing up right now in middle school and high school, they're going to be making decisions, and we need to spread the propaganda to them so that they understand what it is that they're going to face and the tools that they need to go against that thing. Like I have a 11-year-old daughter, and every night we've been reading this book called The Animal Farm.
Oh
I
no,
don't know if you
I've
guys
heard
ever
of
heard
that.
of it,
Yeah, yeah, I've heard of
but
that. That's who wrote that? That was what was his name? But no, go ahead, brother. Yeah, oh
George
yeah,
Orwell.
Orwell. Yes,
Yeah,
Orwell.
George.
Yeah, go ahead. That's yeah.
Yeah, so George Orwell, he wrote a book about that book is about how a system of government can turn into tyranny real quick, and that you need to be aware of the people that you put in authority. At first, the animals, they fought for freedom, and they were able to work for themselves and have their own farm and have abundance and things. And little by little, the pigs on the farm kept taking their privileges away and making them work harder and in worse conditions. And they constantly told them, well, it's better than the old days, it's better than the old days, while their lives were getting worse and more
Well,
miserable.
check this out real quick.
And
Let me just respond to just maybe one or two things that you said. So when you said that you think that we need to focus on, like the younger generation, I agree with that, but I think that our main focus needs to be on
uh-huh.
the adults, and I'll tell you why. Because if you
Okay.
give a mother or father bread or food, they're gonna share that with their younglings. They're gonna share that with their children. So I say focus on the adults today, because those are the people that right now today that can actively move, shake, and change things. Whereas what we're doing is, if we want to just solely focus on the children, we're hoping that one day that they would be able to make the right decision. Whereas if we're focusing on the adults, the people that are right here, right today, that can vote, that can move, that can protest, that can change things right now, today, we can change it for those kids in the future. And the only thing that they would have to do is just do maintenance on it and keep it up. So while I do understand that there has to be a level, or that there has to be a portion of our time that is given to children, I think the majority of that has to be given to the adults today. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you grew up living a particular type of way, a lot of times that gets spilt over into your life. Now you're drug addicted. Now you smoke cigarettes because your mom or daddy smoked cigarettes. Now you drink and smoke weed because your mom and daddy smoke weed. Now you live this particular way because your mom and daddy did that. You see what I'm saying? So instead of
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I absolutely agree with that. Like sick people can't heal, can't heal other
right.
people if they're
Right.
sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I
And
say, while I agree with
and
you, with helping children and
mhm.
focusing on them, I think if it was out of 100%, I think it needs to be 70% people, adults today. We have to deal with them because the majority of our minds are screwed. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead.
Right. And right. And like you said, the majority of our minds are screwed. So we need to get to those whose minds aren't screwed and still have potential. Now, Now, the revolution might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, but as long as we keep planting that seed, it will happen.
Right. And we have to
And
prepare.
I absolutely agree with you that we do need to teach the adults and the parents, and we need to have workshops so that they can put themselves in positions that they will be able to teach their children a different way of life, because as of now we're all stuck in this uh cycle.
Yeah, I agree, brother. We have to arm the people today so they can then disseminate that information. If we tell them about, black
Yeah.
love, about the economy, politics, things of that nature, that stuff is going to be second nature to the children. You see what I'm saying? I
Right, right.
remember I remember
Yeah.
as a kid having Malcolm X, Dr. King, what I'm saying, those on my wall. So it was second nature for me to respect those people. But if I never had
Right.
that on my wall, you see what I'm saying? Then I would have been probably listening to some white person that said that Malcolm X was some kind of black revolutionary, and with the whole different way with the message. So you have to arm the parents so they can then instill that into the children. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Word.
Yeah. Uh, And I
Cause
also like it's a wonderful thing to have their images all over the place, so it may be a reminder to us. But I think it's essential that we teach people about what their works were, what they wrote about, what they decided to teach the people. Like in the case of Martin Luther King, his last speech was about sharecropping. And sharecropping um, was when they allowed the slaves to go free, but the slaves didn't have anything. So, what the slave owners would do was rent out the land and rent out the tools to the sharecroppers. And the sharecroppers would have to pay back everything back to
Yeah,
the
they forced them
sharecropper,
into a debt. Yeah, they
so
forced them into a
that
debt that they would never
so
be
that
able to pay back, which would mean that they would
right.
essentially be
And
slaves and stay there forever. So yeah,
uh-huh,
yeah,
and that led to what we know as the welfare housing system. That's what created the welfare housing system, because these sharecroppers weren't able to pay off that debt. And the government tried giving the landowners money to help these sharecroppers, but the landowners kept the money for themselves. And so, which led to the workers going into more debt, and so they had to leave, and they didn't have anywhere to go. So then the public housing system was created for these people.
well, not
And
necessarily.
so
I
I want to
disagree
say
with
something.
that because when you look at well, go ahead if the brother wanted to say
well,
something.
that's where the public housing system comes from, is from these sharecroppers.
Nah, I
But
disagree with that, brother.
eh,
That came
well,
after the New Deal.
you could
Uh,
you could look it up. But um yeah, but regardless, that was one of the very last speeches that Martin Luther King was going to make, was about that sharecropping, how they could just take our lands and take our money and then bring in Europeans for free and pay the Europeans to take that land instead of helping us out. That was
Peace,
one of his last
DMG.
speeches. And I think those things, knowing those people's works and what they were fighting for, is essential to whatever movement or whatever revolution that we hope to create.
Peace
All
to you,
right,
Uncle DMG. Peace to you, Uncle DMG.
yeah, shouts out to
DMG,
DMG, man. I'll be down for an interview,
DMG.
super. If you want to do it, if you want to do a super wave, yo, I'm cool with it. Just let me know. Give me a time, place, location. I'm down.
I got
Yeah,
you.
DMG. I thought y'all was having a show today. DMG, what happened, bro? They supposed to be doing a show today. I
I
see that
got a
joint.
show
But
today.
what's going on, fam? You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the
Uncle
building?
Hercules, that was you. That was
Peace,
you
peace, peace.
interjecting. You disagreed with what the brothers were saying.
Not disagreeing, but not a complete disagree. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push back a little bit because
Oh, you're King Hercules.
yeah. What's up?
Oh,
What's
you
up?
was the one that said the fuck he talking about.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
yeah. That was me.
okay,
That was
that's
me.
cool. No
It was,
doubt. Go
yeah,
ahead,
I
brother.
was
What
just
you got? What you got?
you know what I'm saying. So
Oh
let
no,
me.
they,
So,
hey, we got they on Paradigm Shift. They got Uncle Said tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
all right. So
Oh,
hey, let me so be straight up. You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking. You know what I'm saying? If I'm feeling it, just letting you know.
I'm
But
sipping on something right now. Don't trip, bro. Go ahead.
so
You
but
good?
this is my thing. This is my thing because I always hear people always say that they say that what I'm saying, the Black Revolution stuff is dead. That Black consciousness stuff is dead. And my thing is this: it's not that it's dead. It's not that it's not. It didn't do anything. I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it like we had the elders who came about in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, the 50s and 60s and stuff. Um, and rewriting, not rewriting, but re-revolutionizing things because they realized that these I mean, it's been realized that I'm saying these devils been lying to us, and they had to come up with new paradigms. I'm saying, like psychology. A lot of what I'm saying, Wade Nobles, Amos Wilson, Francis Cress Welsing. They started creating new paradigms for Black people in psychology, and then I'm saying it went to history. History with Chenkacha Diop and John Henry Clark. And Ivan Van Sertima. What I'm saying? And then economics. What I'm saying? It's just like the stuff that they started looking at stuff because they're like, wait a minute, hold up. These white motherfuckers been lying the whole time. This is not the truth. So I feel like they laid the foundation in what I'm saying, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And then it's like we supposed to, our generation, our people, my generation, whatever, supposed to pick up the foundation and then start applying it and working the stuff. However, what I'm saying, because the enemy is not, it's not a fucking dumb enemy. They're not in a position that they are because they're dumb. They're in the position that they are because they're smart and they're conniving, and they are 20 steps ahead of us. So while we on step 2, they already, they already doing shit to like stop us from achieving shit. So while we looking at stuff like, damn, the Black Revolution, the conscious movement, woke us up, but we didn't achieve shit. It wasn't because it wasn't not like we got to think about, we have to also implement or think about the coons that's in our movement, the house niggas that's in our movement, all the people that's against us. And then you have to imply the system that we're in, the system that's working against us. We're working against a system, period. You're not going to change the system from within. A lot of us think we're going to change the system from within. You know what I'm saying? Working in the government, I work in the school system, and we think, being in the school system, we're going to help change. Nah, you ain't going to change the fucking system from within. It's designed that way to benefit them. So it's not that the movement failed us. It's just the following generation didn't pick up. I feel like the following generation didn't pick up the mantle and ran with it. It's too many. There's too many of us there's too many ignorant Black people. You know what I'm saying? The ignorant Black people outweigh the conscious Black people. And so, like you guys were saying earlier, you have to educate the parents. We want to educate the parents more than the students. Because the parents, it would trickle down to the kids. So we need conscious Black sisters and brothers. However, that the amount is small compared to the ignorant Black sisters and brothers that are out there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it didn't fail us. I feel like we just didn't pick up that mantle and continue and build and apply what they left for us, the foundation. And so now we're conflicting with each other, with other Black people
Hold on.
that's waking
Somebody
up.
has to mute out.
The young
Somebody has to
generation
mute out. They're messing up your message.
other Black people.
Somebody got to mute out. Somebody has to mute out. They're messing up.
hey, Kawhi. Hey, Kawhi, unmute your mic when you want to speak. You got an echo, so you unmute your mic when you want to speak.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So I'm just saying, I feel like I'm saying there's different the generation, my generation. I'm saying I came up in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So my generation, is you know what I'm saying, it's like then you got the kids in 2000s, but there's a disconnect because it's like a lot of people in the 2000s, they don't read. They haven't been reading. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we haven't applied. Everybody talk about Pan-African or the Black nationalism and the revolution failed. I will ask one question. Show me a city where it failed at. Show me a town.
You know what I'm saying? A community where it was applied to from elementary school to high school. You know what I'm saying? A community where it was applied and it just failed. It can't be
Well,
done
check this out.
because it's never been
Yeah,
implemented. You
yeah.
know
So
what I'm saying?
let
Go
me
ahead,
just
go ahead, go
respond
ahead.
to a few things that you said. So, you know, I say that the conscious community is dead, and you said like, well, it's not dead. Whatever, whatever. I'm not saying it never did anything. I'm just saying that it's dead, and I think that that should give rise to something better. You see what I'm saying? You also mentioned how they laid the foundation. Yes, they did lay the foundation, but the foundation isn't going to be the same as when you actually begin to build on it. And the second and third and the fourth floor shouldn't be the same. So when they were supposed to pass the baton, a lot of times it didn't happen. Secondly, I'll say this: what you have to understand and what we have to understand as a people is that they actually gave us solutions for problems in the times that they were living, whereas we live in a different time, so we have to come up with solutions for today's problems. You also mentioned, you said that they're 20 steps ahead of us. No, they're not. They're literally one or two, or maybe three steps ahead of us, and maybe one or two or three brothers and sisters waking the hell up and understanding what's going on. And then you also mentioned, you said that the coons, they're holding us back. No, the problem is you don't want to outwork the coon. Outwork the coon. Do more work than what the coon is. Now, this is what that entails. So if you have a coon like Candace Owens, what's gonna happen? She begins to badmouth and talk down on black people. They're gonna give her a show. They're gonna put her on a perch. But guess what? We have to outwork them. We have to outwork them. We have to show that this is not black people. This is not who we are. Yes, this may be a subsection of black people, but this is not all who we are. You see what I'm saying? And lastly, you mentioned, well, people aren't reading enough. I totally disagree with not reading enough, because if I can produce a video, like the brother was just talking about, the book Animal Farm, he just laid out the the idea of the book Animal Farm. You don't need to read the book to understand the point that's being made. Yeah, there's a few different intricacies that are in the book that can help you, but right now it'll take you what, 5 6 hours to read that book. What if I put together a 30-minute video that can help you understand everything that's going on in that book? You don't need to read the book. See, that's the old way of thinking. We have to move on. That's when you was asking, well, what's the new wave? Well, that's the new wave. We have to take advantage of the technology that we have today. I shouldn't have to sit back and read a 500-page book. If I don't want to, I shouldn't have to do that, especially if I could just go on YouTube, type in the name of the book, and then type in review. You're gonna have a person that's gonna give you a 45 to an hour minute review on the book. And if they're good at their job, they're gonna tell you everything about it. Now, I've read a lot of books, and that's something that I've thought about, is actually doing that, is breaking down what these books are actually talking about. So I, that's kind of where I'm coming from with it. We don't necessarily, not everybody has to read. You see what I'm saying?
I understand. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So my pushback with that is first, I would say the reading. So I teach. I'm in Washington D.C. You know what I'm saying? I teach in the public schools, and so we live in you're dealing with kids that don't want to read. Their parents don't read. So you know what I'm saying? The kids don't want to read and they don't want to learn. So this coming from a society that has built them up into that. You know what I'm saying? Where I came from, you know what I'm saying, me growing up, you know what I'm saying, my dad forced me to read. You know what I'm saying? He made me sit down and read books. And so growing up, by the time I became a teenager, I got used to reading books. And you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind reading a book. I don't mind sitting back and watching a lecture on video. Yeah, on YouTube. There's plenty of lectures. I love watching on YouTube. And the difference is that I found out was that you could watch a lecture on YouTube. However, the person that's giving the lecture, their book, they go into more detail in their book. You're going to get more, you know what I'm saying, more in detail. All right. So I think reading, as Amos Wilson said, reading, you know, I'm an Amos Wilsonist. As Amos Wilson said, reading, it shapes the mind. it helps you, it calms down your mind. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying, it helps you be more or less of this impulsive person. You know what I'm saying? So that's a psychological thing. And another thing that he had pointed out when we was talking, you talking about you know what I'm saying, we have to, you know what I'm saying, we got to create our, you know what I'm saying, the future generations to be more conscious. However, the problem is that we're dealing with a system that produces I don't know what's the word for it. I guess unconscious, or you know what I'm saying, I guess unconscious people. I guess is the
Hold
word
on,
we're
hold on,
using.
hold on.
But we're
When you
dealing with
say
a,
the system, describe that system. Uh,
all right, we're dealing with an
Okay,
educational
the
system here in
educational system.
America.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
this white supremacist system, educational system that's producing. I'm like I said, I'm using. I guess
No,
the
I'm
best word
following
to
you,
use is
brother. I'm following
unconscious.
you. Don't deviate. You good?
You know what I'm saying? Unconscious. That's producing unconscious people by the hundreds of thousands by the every year. And we ourselves, like the people who are conscious, you know, there are a lot of what conscious, you know, black schools, independent black schools in
Yeah.
America. However, you know, to equate, it's not going to equate because, you know, said they only producing, you know, the hundreds, you know, every year, where we have a system that's producing them out by the hundreds of
Facts.
thousands. And then some of them wake up. A lot of people, not, don't get me wrong, because a lot of brothers and sisters do wake up,
Yeah, when
you
they
know,
get
by
to
the time they go to
college.
college. Yeah, they wake up, you know what I'm saying, and they start to
So
realize
so
stuff.
so so watch
And
this. Check
so
this. Let me see if I could dovetail and add to your point. So when you're talking about this particular system, doesn't it make more sense to arm the parents with the information that they need to help raise those children? Doesn't that make
that's, yeah, it makes sense, but it didn't. The parents don't want it.
okay?
What do we do when the parents don't
Okay.
want
But
it?
see, watch this. But see, in turn, what you're trying to say is now you as an educator, what you're saying is, hey, put everything on me as an educator. When we know that that's not real, what we cannot do is send our children to school and they're being taught something, and then when they come back home, it's all just reversed and thrown out. We cannot do that. We can't. That's,
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
hustling
Yes,
backwards.
yes,
So what I'm saying is
yes.
we need to focus on the adults who are here today that can change things. Because think about it, you can send your child to this school or that school or whatever the case may be, but when they come home, the shit is, I don't know if I could curse on here. The stuff is rat infested. Oh, okay. The stuff is rat
Yeah,
infested. There's roaches and all kind of stuff. They don't got food. They don't got this. They don't got that. We cannot do that, bro. Because what's going to happen is when they go to school, they're going to be enthusiastic. And you, as an educator, have you ever seen that child at the beginning of the school year so enthusiastic? Then over the course of the school year, they become less enthusiastic. You know why that happens? It's because they have to go home every damn day. And you know what they have to deal with? They have to deal with the filth. They have to deal with the nonsense. They mom's on drugs, this, that, and the third. So we have to attempt to
yeah,
change these people so you can have that enthusiastic child. So the white children, those children don't come to school just hating life, feeling like they should end it or whatever the case may be. They want to turn transgender or some weird issue like that. They don't have those issues. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah.
we can't
So
put it all on the educators. And you as an educator, I respect you, but as an educator, I think you should be the main one that should be the pilot of saying, hey, you know what? Let's get these parents to try and help. You do what you do
yeah,
best.
yeah, definitely, bro. Yo, definitely. I was definitely thinking about putting together
I could talk with you all day, man. I see I see we can talk, bro. I see we can talk. I know you put it in
yeah,
the chat
these,
what the fuck he talking about, but bro, we can talk, bro.
but no, no, no. It's, I feel like it's both. It's not just one. I feel like it's both because you got to work with the
I
parents and we
never
got to
said
work
it
with the
was
students
one. I never said it
because
was one. I never said
um
that.
no, because yeah, I know, but let's say this is my first year teaching in public school, and so you know immediately I just saw like shit, man. There's got to be a way we got to reach these parents and talk to these parents
So
about,
you
come on,
agree with
man, y'all
me?
got to get this shit together. Yeah,
Why you put it in
yeah,
the chat? I
definitely,
don't
yeah.
know what the fuck he talking about.
I said, yeah, because I was saying, no, I just wanted to know.
Hey,
Yeah, I
hey,
just wanted to know where you
cause on
stood from.
that you can't,
You know what
you
I'm saying?
can't. You were saying the conscious community dead. That's why he pushing back, and Uncle DMG was pushing back in the chat too.
Oh,
He
I ain't
said,
see what DMG said. I ain't see what did he
he
say.
said that.
No, yeah. I was just wanted to see what you had to say. That's
Oh,
all. You know
okay.
what I'm saying? Yeah, we definitely. I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, it's definitely. We gotta. Yeah, we definitely gotta reach the parents and like, yo, you guys gotta, like nigga, you gotta smack them around
Man,
like nigga.
listen, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, as an educator, I try my best in the summertime to keep my daughter up on what she need to be up on, what she's about to face in the next grade level. I try to put her up on that because see, my mother had 6 kids. So when I was
Mm-hmm,
going
mm-hmm,
to the third grade, you know what? I had a sister that was in the fourth grade. So you know what she did? She
mm-hmm,
put me up on game that I was about to see, that what she just left. So when I went to the fourth
mm-hmm,
grade and she was in the fifth grade, she put me up on game on what I was about to see in the fourth grade. She put me up on game of that. So when it
mm-hmm,
came to fractions, division, all of that stuff, I already knew all of that because she put me up on game. You see what I'm saying? So that's
mm-hmm.
so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what we have to do. You see what I'm saying? So we can't just sit back and be like, well, we just need to focus on the kids. These kids can't vote. Right now, you have Donald Trump that just passed this big, beautiful bill that has literally is ready to destroy so many homes. Millions of homes it's about to destroy. Now, how do we fix that? Do we fix that by teaching children that in 10 years they'll be able to vote? No, we fix that by educating the parents that can vote today to change this. That's how we fix it. That's where I'm coming from, bro. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not coming
Let me
from
just
a
say,
mythological. Go ahead.
let me
No,
just
yeah,
say,
I agree.
kids
Only
can't, kids ain't create the FBA. You know what I'm
Right. They
saying?
can't control their paradigm. Children can't control their paradigm. So we have to delve and deal with the people that can actually control the paradigm.
Kids ain't create the abos. You know what I'm
and
saying?
yeah,
Right.
no, what I'm saying is that the group that we want to reach is just it's a small percentage. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it, but you know what I'm saying? It's just so many parents out there just like, yeah, they're just like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They just want to go to the club and shake their ass. You know what I'm saying?
But
You
see, look, but this is what it is, bruh. So if you help me out, I can then have a friend who's like that, and I can, ingratiate myself and be like, hey, this is not what you should be doing. Let's let our kids come together and study this or study that. So I get it. And that's kind of like a knock on black people. It's semi-racist to where how a lot of people think like that, but I don't think like that about black people. You know what I'm saying? I've been black all my life. I've grown up in black neighborhoods, and I've seen the best of black people. While on social media, all you see is the worst of black people. I came up seeing the best of black people. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like yes, was there a lot of nigga nonsense? Yes. Does it stick out the most? Yes. But what you cannot say, if you grew up as a black person in a black family, in a black neighborhood, nigga, you done seen the best of fucking black people. And we are lying to ourselves to
know,
not say that we haven't seen the best of black people. What we like to do oftentimes is to say, oh man, she shaking her ass, she twerking, this motherfucker fighting at McDonald's, this and this and that. We do this way too often. And by us doing that, we're fighting we're fighting with the white supremacists. We're fighting with them. We need to stop fighting with them. Stop even promoting that content. That should be that never should be any content that we're promoting, that we're saying that this is a good thing. Anytime that we're talking about this content, we should be degrading this. We should be saying that this is what black people shouldn't be doing. But see, the thing is, we are ruled by this content because it's so in our face. But go ahead. I don't want to talk too
I
long.
can't, I can't
Can I
stay
ask you a
on,
question?
I can't stay on
Can I ask you a
Instagram for
question?
too goddamn long. But
Mhm.
let me say this to close out that conversation, Uncle Hercules. I think in your situation, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? You ain't at class with the parent all day. You at class with the kids, so you kind of is um, teaching the kid more you is teaching the parent. So that conversation, your paradigm a little different.
Right.
You
Yeah,
said you wanted to
definitely.
move
Yeah.
on to a different conversation. Yeah, that's cool, bro. I
Well,
only got about like 5 or 6 more minutes, and then
I
my
think
show.
Jose said he had a question or something like that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Jose.
Yeah, we using the word white supremacy. What does that mean? What does that
If you
mean?
don't know
Because
what
we're
that
using
means,
that word like that's a real thing.
if you don't know what it means, I don't think we
you,
can converse.
It's,
yeah, you still accident in
I know,
2025, bro. Come
no,
on.
no
I won't
Hercules.
feel.
Hercules, you're
I
missing
will
the
not,
point.
bro.
There's no such thing.
I will not
There's no
field
such
any
thing.
questions.
There's no such thing as white
Hold on,
supremacy.
brother. Hold on.
There's no such thing as white supremacy.
Hold on, brother. I will not field
You never
any
been to
And that's
you
what I'm
never
trying to
been
tell
to
you.
prison?
Stop promoting that
You never
foolishness.
been to prison?
There's
bro.
no such thing as white. There's no such thing as that.
Bro, let me say this, bro.
There's no such thing as
Right.
that. Nobody's superior
Let
to
me say
nobody.
this. Let me say
So they
this.
had to stop promoting that foolishness.
Let me say this. If you are on here,
All
All
you're
right.
making people superior to you by saying it every 5 minutes.
let me
That is nonsense.
All
Nobody's
right.
superior to you.
Okay. So
They
if
don't
you,
make you do
okay,
nothing.
so if you try and
They're
say,
not smarter than
I
you.
understand. If you try and say, yeah,
There's no
there's
such thing
nobody
as
that's
white supremacy.
superior. Yeah, yeah, nobody's superior. Okay. However, that's not what we're talking about. Come on, champ.
I know
Come
what you're
on.
talking about. We had to stop using that word Hercules. That is making
Okay,
people feel
okay.
that they're
I
superior to
understand
you.
what you're saying.
That is
Yeah, okay. We
ignorant
shouldn't use that
Let
foolishness.
word.
let let Q respond. Let Q
That,
respond.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
yeah, let
Q.
me just say this before I get up out of
now,
here.
Cube's not gonna respond.
No, I will
Cube gonna curse
respond.
me because you found out talking
If
shit.
you
So
are in 2025 and you're fielding questions by a person saying that there is no white supremacy, you have just identified the cone in the conversation. Because I would never field a question or
if you say
converse
so,
with a person that says that
of
there
course
is no
not.
such thing as white supremacy. That's ridiculous. So if you want to
But
talk
you didn't
about
let me
something
explain
else,
myself.
you're free, but I'm gonna mute my
I was
mic.
trying to explain myself, Q. I was trying to explain myself, but you didn't understand what I said. I'm saying by
I
saying that
understand
you're
what you're saying.
promoting that ignorant idea. There's nothing superior about these individuals who can't read and write, who can't read a history book. You need to tell them they are idiots. They are stupid. They will continue to be stupid. They're illiterate. There's nothing to be afraid of and call them they're not superior. Yes, they're dangerous, but they're not intellectually superior. Definitely not. People who they can't read and write.
Hey, hey,
You ask them why they don't like black people, they
real
can't
quick.
explain themselves
Real quick,
at
super
all.
wavy.
There's no.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna let you continue. Super wavy. I would love to keep having this conversation. I was gonna start a show at 10 o'clock. Do you mind if I simulcast and have the conversation over here with you guys?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Are you Q, brother?
No, that's not
Nah,
me.
he
That's another brother.
outside the queue.
No, no.
Okay.
Nah, that's another
That's
brother.
Q. That's a different. That's a
Yeah,
different.
the
That's
only
a
thing that
different
we
thing
have
there.
in common, the only thing that I have in common with that brother is we share the same initials, and we're both atheists. So that's the only. But shout out to the brother though. But yeah, I'll
Okay.
be
Okay.
back
Okay.
in a few
So,
moments. I'm just gonna start my stream up and I'll
so brother
simulcast it so I can
Hercules,
continue to have the
but Hercules,
conversation
you
with you
teach
guys.
what?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, do that, bro.
What do you teach Hercules? Elementary,
Well,
secondary,
brother,
high school? Yes,
yeah,
Jose.
so I'm doing. I should be doing. I'm doing
Hey, Super
elementary.
Wavy, drop the
This
link one
year.
more time because I'm gonna bounce and come back.
All right, I got
I did middle school last year, so I did middle school this past year. So I'm doing elementary this year.
All
But
right.
I understand what you're saying. You're not using the word white supremacy. I understand what you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying on that part of them being, depicting themselves as being superior,
They're,
people and all this bullshit. I
they're white
understand. I understand where
extremists
you're
for
going with
sure.
that.
They're white extremists. They're dangerous people, but but they're definitely not as intelligent as you and I. And we have to let them know that they could talk all the
Yeah,
talk they want
yeah,
about not liking black people. When you ask them an intelligent question, they can't answer the question because they don't know why they don't like
definitely.
black
Yeah,
people. My grandmother told me so. My great grandmother told me so. In your life, and and the brother has a good show going. The ancestors showed us that when you see that type of thing in your community, you know what you do? You stomp it out. You don't give it a chance to grow.
hmm
The ancient Kemetic people said when you
hmm
was wilding and you was in Ma'at, something had to happen to you. If they had to slap you up to make you listen, that's what they did. When the brothers was tripping, they ran down on them, smacked them up, and said, "Stop your foolishness." They got spanked. and they put the country back together. When they had them outsiders running crazy, they
Right.
got spanked. They said, "Bow down, do what we want you to do, or that's it for you." And we live in a society where we understand the value of being able to control your environment, because when you don't, this is what you get. You get a gang of YouTube nutcases who can't put two sentences together and talking foolishness and embarrassing everybody. That's what you get
Right.
when there's no standard. When you got no OGs to tell you to run up on you and smack you upside your head and tell you if you say that again, you'll get some more. That's the problem. That's what we need. We need OG to start to smack up these young fellas and say, hey, we don't do that around here. When you see Miss Sue, you show respect. When you see Mr. Jim, you put out the weed, you offer to help him. Pull your pants up. Go read
Yeah,
a book.
yeah. That's why they say they got rid of the older gangsters out of the, you know what I'm saying, out of the gangs. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
older gangsters are dead and in jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's run by younger people, and they don't understand. You know what
Right.
I'm saying, the dynamics of what's going on. Yeah, definitely,
Right.
definitely. It's they
You know that
like I
Hercules.
said. They like I
You
said, I
know
was
that.
telling
When you was
Q,
younger,
they have it planned out. They had this planned out. They ain't dumb. They ahead of us. They 20 steps ahead of us. And but we have to, you know what I'm saying, we gotta get our game on point. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, we gotta stay true to ourselves, and not just true to ourselves, but true to our elders, our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? To our community as our people. But that's the thing that I think coming up, we, like I was saying, that we have too many ignorant black people. And it's
yeah,
not a
one too many.
mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's not a
Yeah, yeah,
mistake
one
that's
too
it's
many of
like
those
that.
for real. But you
Yeah,
see,
we
the
got too
problem
many
is,
ignorant black people among us.
but here's the problem, Hercules. People don't want to read what was left for us. They want, um, it's not, it's not working, right? They don't want to read what was left for us. They want this new age nonsense, not realizing that everybody else read it and used it, and like we don't want to use it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody in the
Because
world
Super Wavy,
using it,
Wavy said
but
that.
we don't want to use it.
Wavy said that. He said that. Yo,
Well,
brother Wavy, I
wavy,
love you. I love you, right?
well, wavy, well, wavy need to get to, well, wavy need to get to reading the ancestors too. We gotta put
And it's
wavy
not.
onto
It's,
some good
you know what I'm
text.
saying? Like the brother Q said, you know what I'm saying? We're in a new era, new time. And the thing is, like, a lot of us, a lot of youngest, you know what I'm saying? You can watch the video, you can watch the lectures of the elders on YouTube. There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, check out your Diop and John Henry Clark, Ivan Van Sertima, Amos Wilson. They on YouTube. You can watch them joints. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't pick up their book right away, you can still watch it and learn. You know what I'm saying? But it's still, they not doing that. You know what I'm saying? For me, my kids, you know what I'm saying, my own kids, you know what I'm saying, I forced them. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, you know what I'm saying? I forced her to watch. I'm like, yo, here, let's check. You know, I make them sit down 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the
Listen,
reason,
learn something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn, you gotta
well, the,
learn something.
well, the reason why they're not doing it is because we're not doing it. We're allowing the youngsters, like my brother Super Wavy, who's trying to do a good work, but we need to pull in Super Wavy, sit him down, let him read a couple two books, and then you know he need a little guidance because he's a little raw right now.
Uncle Jose,
Yeah,
Uncle Jose,
he going revolutionary. So we had to sit him down a little bit.
Uncle Jose, we
He,
can
he rough.
about
Super Wavy young and he rough.
now, and
He don't want to hear what
please
I have
can
to
be the moderator. I can bang you up on any topic you want to get into, Uncle Jose.
brother. I didn't challenge you.
I am just letting
You
you
see what I'm
know.
saying, Hercules? Now he want to fight.
I got
Hercules, now he want to
my
fight. Now he want to fight. Now you want to
screws
fight.
is on tight. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing on the shoulders
Super
of the
Wavy,
ancestors.
Super Wavy, why you want to fight
I'm
me?
standing
Why you
on the
want to fight me,
shoulders of
Super
the
Wavy?
ancestors. Now I don't want to fight you, Uncle Hercules.
You see? Not Hercules, he want to fight me now. He want to
I
fight. You
mean, I
see?
don't want to
That
fight
when
you,
you're
Uncle
young.
Jose. My bad. I don't want to fight you.
That when you're young, you want to fight everything. Revolutionary man. That's what happening, man. That I tell you, you had it.
I'm
We, 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 we
I'm Dr.
we
Khalid.
had to harness that man. We had to
I'm
harness
Dr.
that man.
Khalid Muhammad in the flesh.
Now we had to harness that man. Hey, Listen,
Nah. We ain't.
I will step off
We
for
ain't
2
gonna let.
minutes,
We
right?
ain't gonna
So
let none of the elders have no heart attack. Uncle Jose, you good? We ain't gonna do no physical nothing. We talking about.
no. I had to go do something for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna step off, and you guys can continue talking, all right?
All right, Uncle Hercules. I mean Uncle Jose.
But I'm listening. I ain't going away, but I'm stepping off to come back.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys can continue.
Okay.
But yeah, Uncle Hercules. Man, yeah, I agree with your sentiments that and Uncle DMG said it in the chat. He said maybe the online conscious community may be dead, but that's not the real conscious community. Yeah, I agree with him, man. I think what we getting online, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely a sect of the conscious community, but it's like elementary school. You feel me? After that, you go your own path.
Yeah, it's a brother. It's a because you see a lot. I mean, I see a lot of BS about the Pan Africanist stuff. And there's a brother right now in Ghana. His name is Obadale Cambone, and saying he helps people, saying repatriate to Ghana, and I just saw a video the other day on what's it Deutsch. It's the German news show. I forgot the name of it right now. DW. It's a German news show. But they just did a video the other day. They was interviewing him and a bunch of other brothers and sisters over there in Ghana, who repatriated to Africa, who live over there. They have, they just doing things, they building, and but we see online, a lot of bullshit. The Africans, they don't like us, and they, we can't mess with them Africans, man. You got, and it's so funny because for me, growing up here in America, I've never had a problem with anybody from the motherland. I've never had any problems with them at all. And shit, when I was in junior high, shit, I was chasing shorties from Africa. Now that's what I wanted. I wanted a shorty, who was from Africa. I never had any problems, from brothers and sisters that's from the motherland. And whenever I meet somebody from there, I greet them like, well, what's up? And it's like, shit, we got our common enemy, the white boy. They know, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you do meet those who are, they got a coon mentality. But that's, we got that here as well. Not everybody is woke. Not everybody got that consciousness.
Well, let me
It's
ask
the
you
same
this.
thing
Let
over
me
there.
ask you this, Hercules. So when you say, the enemy is the white boy, what do you mean by that? Like, do you mean that we should never, try to associate ourselves with class, which would mean associating ourselves with white people? Or are you one of these staunch black revolutionaries to where you think that the only way that black people can do anything is if we decide to do it by ourselves? What do you mean exactly?
All right, brother Q. So I am I'm a Amos Wilsonist.
Okay.
All right, and you have to understand that as well. I'm a black nationalist, Pan Africanist, and I'm moving into African philosophy. I'm studying more into African philosophy. So the thing that I've been learning is that there is no either or with African philosophy. Things can be both. So me, for the past, like I mentioned earlier, that I just started teaching in DC public schools, this past year. But for the past about 20 years, I teach martial arts, and I got white kids that I love, that they could call me right now and be like, "Yo, Master Hercules, I need," and I will be there for them.
So there
You know what I'm
is a
saying? I
level
will,
of compassion when it comes.
yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
respect.
So let me so yeah, I will be there I will ride for those kids because I've trained them, I raised them, part of the way, what I'm saying? And I got number, and then at the same time, I tell, what I'm saying, I got that Malcolm X point of view as if, what he says that, you walk into a door and you see a bunch of snakes. Are you going to try to figure out which one is the poisonous, which one is not poisonous? Or are you just going to avoid the fucking door? you know. And so that's how, you know what I'm saying. The same thing with white people.
But you
They're
don't treat those
dangerous
kids
people.
like that, though.
No, but so I'm saying though, as a group of people, they're dangerous people. Yes, we have individuals who are cool and they're fine, but as a group, as a whole, they don't do us any good
Okay,
as a
but
whole. You
but
know what I'm
with that
saying?
statement, you do have to understand and acquiesce to you are teaching that group of people how to defend themselves. I'm not sure what particular martial arts you teach, Jeet Kune Do, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I don't know what you teach them, but you are teaching them something that they could potentially use on black people. So my question would be, why would you teach them this if you look at them wholly as dangerous?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And I will answer that because that was my start. I started there. They was my foundation. You know, they were the ones who came to me. It's like, yo, Hurt, start your own school. We will support you. And you know what I'm saying? So I went with that and I started with them. And in Virginia, I had a school in Virginia, and then I went to DC. I had two classes, Virginia and
Mm.
DC. Virginia was all white kids. My DC was all black kids. You know what
So,
I'm
so,
saying?
so do you have
But
two schools?
I didn't train. I didn't hold up. I didn't no. I did not treat them differently, and I didn't train them differently. You know what I'm saying? I train them the same. I treat them the same. Yeah.
So do you have two schools, or do you just have the one school in DC for black children?
No, I'm not teaching. I'm not teaching with. That was before the
Oh, you don't
pandemic. You know
teach
what I'm saying? And
anymore.
the
Oh, okay.
pandemic happened.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
teaching
cool.
martial arts. I'm not teaching martial
Oh,
arts no
okay.
more. But my plan is to get back to it in DC in the black community because not just the martial arts, but the discipline and the respect. You know what I'm saying? The achievements of being a man, understanding what a man is and what a woman is. I feel like it's needed in the black community. So that's why I plan on. My plan is to open up a school again and start training again.
Well, if that's needed for the black community, why would you lend your talents to white children, especially when a part of your rhetoric is associated with saying that these people are dangerous?
And yeah, that's true. And understand that, and I need you to also understand that I never hid that as
No, but
well.
the question, no, I'm
I
not
never
asking
hid.
about if you hit it. The question remains, though.
No. Yeah, I understand. I understand. It was a conflict within myself as well. It's like, damn, I understand. I'm teaching people, how to fight and what I know. You know what I'm saying? Who could turn it around and use it against us as well? Yeah, it was a conflict. It was a conflict within
Okay,
myself.
all
Yeah.
right. So I'm not asking you about the conflict. I'm more so asking about the resolution. Where do you stand right now?
Mhm.
If I had $1 million and I was able to put $1 million into a school or a multiplicity of schools that you wanted to open, would you be open to opening up schools to where it was majority white people?
No, I would do it in the black
So
community.
you wouldn't open up schools that had a majority of white people.
Not right now.
Okay,
No.
so you don't care about the discipline. You more so care about the discipline when it comes to teaching black children. Okay,
Yes.
so the discipline is secondary, and teaching your people is primary.
Yeah. Teaching. Yes, teaching my people, teaching black people
All
is
right, so
primary.
this is
I have to
well,
say
this
that.
is what.
And
Go ahead.
wait, hold up. But the last part I'm gonna say is that those kids that I did train, if they called me today, I would still be there for them.
But
Period.
why would you still be there for them when you wouldn't even open up a school to help their brothers or sisters or cousins? I don't get it.
Because it's a teaching thing. It's a teacher thing. It's a teacher, a mentor thing. Right? Just because the group of you people are negative, what I'm saying, I can't turn my back on you. You know what I'm saying? That person is a negative themselves. You know what I'm saying? Themselves is a negative. So I can't turn my back on that person themselves.
Well,
It's
it
just a teaching
sounds
thing.
like you have an issue with the racist adults and not the children. If you were to ask me, it sounds like you have an issue with the adults and not the children because the children don't know any better. They only know what's
Yeah,
given to them.
but if the adults was race, if their parents ain't racist, because if they was racist, they would never came to
No,
me. You
that's
know what I'm
not
saying?
true, bro. We see all the time to where a racist white man will fall in love with a black man, but he hates everything about her family. He doesn't want to deal with them. He just hates black people, but he just so happened to fall in love with a black woman. Like this is a fact. You do agree with that, right?
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I can
Right.
understand
So
that.
my question is, why would you go forward with only teaching black children when in the past you've taught white children, but your thing is, I don't want to reach back and help any white children unless I've helped them in the past? That would be 100% against your message and everything that you stand for, in my opinion.
Not really, because I mean, like I said, I'm doing if I'm saying if I open up a school, you know, what I'm saying the Black Hood, I'm doing it for our people. I'm doing it for the future generations. You know, what I'm saying I'm doing it for the future kids because I we need that in the hood.
Okay,
You know, what I'm saying.
let me put it to you like this. So I'm a communist, right? So let's say I've helped children uh, of capitalist parents. Once I become a communist, I have nothing in me that wants to help the children or the parents of capitalists. I don't want to help them because I understand whatever I give them, it's that they're going to take it back to their parents. So I don't want to help them because they're just going to become little fucking capitalists. So I don't want to help them. I don't want to lend anything that I can to them. There's no reason for me to even be engaged in anything that they offer, that they do, the way how they live. I don't want anything to do with them. And it's not because they're black or they're white. I'm talking about because they're capitalists. And this is why I say that I understand like your race thing that you're on, but at the same time, I feel like this is something that we could deal with later because in actuality, there's a class issue that's going on. The reason why you can't just go to the doctor whenever you're sick is because there's a class issue. The reason why you can't get a stipend every month is because there's a class issue. The reason why you have so many people working at McDonald's that are getting paid 12, $13 an hour and are not getting paid $40 an hour is because there's a class issue. So what you're doing is you're turning a blind eye to the class issue, and then at the same time you're also, delving into the race issue and like, yeah, I'm kind of cool with the kids. No, it should be fuck them kids. No, I'm just being honest. Like if you really feel the way how you feel and you want to stand on that, it should be fuck them kids. Because me personally, I don't want to give anything to a capitalist child. What I want to give to is anybody that's in a DPRK, I want to give them all my support. Anybody in Cuba, I want to give them all my support. Anybody from South America that decides to move towards socialism or communism, I want to give them my support. I can give a fuck less about some kid in Idaho or Iowa. I can care less about you because you are not advancing what I want to do. You're not advancing what I want to do.
Hmm.
So what I don't see and what I don't understand is why you would be helping white people if you're all about this black shit. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
So
Good. All right. So let me say this. Let me say this. So I said, remember, I said the kids that I trained, I would help. I didn't say white people
no,
in
but I
general.
but no, but I
Just those
mentioned
that.
white people.
No, no, wait. I understand what you're saying. I
So
understand what you're
why so
saying.
why
Yeah, I understand what
change
you're
it
saying.
to children
So
instead of just saying white children?
wait. Let me. I'm about to say that. I'm about to explain. I'm about to explain. So look at it like this, brother. Look at it like this. I have. I got two sisters. Um, one of my sisters has 4 kids.
Are we doing story
My
time
other
or are
sister
we
she
gonna
has.
actually make a point?
Wait, no. I'm about to answer it real
Okay.
quick.
Well,
My other sister she has one. She has 1 kid, and you know what I'm saying. A couple of my nieces and nephews. I was there when they was kids when they was growing up. I was always there, but a couple of them are gay, and I'm not with the homosexual movement or gay
most
bullshit.
people aren't.
However, however, if you put your hands on them, if you touch them, I would risk my life going to jail. I would die for them, even though I don't support their
Hold
lifestyle.
on, brother,
I would
brother.
ride. I would
Hold,
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold on,
wait.
hold on,
Hold
hold on.
up, hold up.
Hold on. You told me you were drinking. Hold on. You told
Okay,
me you were drinking earlier, and you're going off. So let me bring you back. I was talking about you dealing.
I think it's the
No,
same
it's
thing
not
though.
because you're giving us a soliloquy about something that has nothing to do with the topic. So let's just try to bring it back.
Wait, hold up, wait. Okay, wait. Hold up, hold up. If hold up, let me try to understand. I have one group of kids that I have been around since they were, I guess, what 3, 4, and 5 until they became adults. Okay,
We got
and
what you're
then
saying, Uncle Hercules. We got you.
but but I got another group of kids that are my family that I've been around since they were born, and they saying they grew up into a lifestyle that I don't agree with. And you have another group of kids that growing up into a world of emotion or
Okay, you know what? You know
paradigm
what?
that I
Let's
don't
do it
agree
like
with.
this to make it simpler for both of us, so we don't have to go into
Okay,
long, drawn out, protracted. We don't got to do that. So let's do it like this. If you have one of your sister's children, whatever, and they're down for what you're down for, who are you going to teach? Who are you going to train? The one that isn't down for it, or the one that wants to listen to you? Who are you going to give your attention to?
both
Come
of
on,
them.
brother. That's not real, bro. That's not real.
No, if you so wait. Are you saying my sister kids? If one of them is down, is like one of them is not, saying not gay, and the other one is gay. Which one am I going to be my
I'm
teacher?
going to give the attention to the one that is receptive to what I'm talking about, because the other one is a waste of goddamn time. If he or she gets it later on, they'll get it later on. But I'm not gonna waste my fucking time on a child that's into some gay shit or into some other stuff. That's not my problem. That's not my
Yeah. Okay.
problem.
Honest.
That's
Yeah.
the system. That's
I
the
agree.
system. That's
I
the
agree.
system doing what the system does. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick out the child that says, "Hey, man, I kind of like what you was talking about when you was saying this and you was saying that." Okay, this is the child I'm gonna give my time to. This is the child that I'm gonna take with me to cut yards. This is the child that I'm gonna take with me till I can tell him about books. This is the child that I'm gonna really give him what he needs to have. But the other child.
Yeah.
Listen, this child may never get it, may never want it, so I have to leave them where they are.
All right,
Okay. I
before
agree.
we get too far,
Yo.
let's get back to the black and white issue and not this. We didn't turn this.
No,
Come
but
on,
we talking about that. Believe it or not, we actually are.
We
Believe
talking.
it or not, we are.
Uncle,
What's up,
Uncle
DMG? What's up?
Hercules, keep
So
dropping that damn
Hey,
I
truth.
hold on.
agree.
Hey, DMG, you muted. Hey, DMG, you muted, bro. Hey, DMG, you muted.
Let me just say this. Real quick. Let me just say, I agree what you just said. I agree. I'm gonna give my attention as, and it's so funny. I'm not gonna go into detail. We can ask about it. It's so funny. This is a relationship between my teacher and his teacher as well. But yes, I'm gonna give my attention to the child that that lean towards me.
The
You know what I'm saying?
child that wants
At
to
the
play
same time,
football, you're gonna give the attention. The
yeah.
child that wants to run
Hold up,
track,
Q. Hold
you're
up,
gonna
Q.
give the attention to running track. You're not gonna force.
Q.
Okay,
Hold
go
up,
ahead.
Q. Hold up. At the same time, what I'm saying is that I'm not going to turn my back on the other child
You
that
just
doesn't,
made that
that
up.
doesn't
I never
agree. I'm not going
mentioned
to turn my
turning your
back.
back on them. But what I said is if you have a child that wants to run track, you're going to make sure you put them in track and you're going to make sure that they there on every goddamn Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You're going to make sure that they're there. The other child that wants to read books, you're going to make sure that they're at the library. You'll just go pick them up. That's all I'm saying, bro. If you
Hey,
have multiple.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yes, DMG. What's up,
What's
big
up,
brother? What's
bro?
going on?
Hey, brother Herc. I was about to text you and tell you Cube is about to take you down a dark rabbit hole. Claw your way out while you can. I'm gonna
Don't
tell.
do me like that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? So I'm talking to Cube about God on Sarnetta channel, right? I say God can do anything. This dude say, yeah, DMG, God can do anything. He probably don't even remember this. I remember because it was the first time somebody put me in the chin check. And I was so mad about it, I didn't know what to do, but he got me. So he say, oh yeah, God can do anything. I was like, yeah, I got him. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's what they call omniscient, omnipotent.
Yeah, omniscient. Yeah, he's
all-knowing.
omniscient.
You know,
Yeah,
you know
all
what I
that.
mean? This Negro say, I'm still mad about it because I had heard it before, but I did not expect him to pull this out his hat, right? This Negro say, oh yeah, DMG, you saying all that, but check this out. Well, how did he put it? Can God make a married bachelor?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. What I said was, can God make an unmarried bachelor? Yeah,
Something like that. I was like,
yeah.
hey man, I'm sitting there live on Sinetta in front of like 800 people, scratching. Ain't nothing up here, but I'm scratching my head, I'm like,
There's
I
no
know
way
they in the
around it.
chat like, is this brother fiending? Because I'm all like this. I was like, this, and then after that, I started paying attention to how he do it to everybody, so I ain't feel as bad. So I started to text you, but I said, let me go up here and tell my brother, do not let him take you down that dark hole, bro.
He got no
Hey,
choice.
it'd have been an hour later, and he'd have had you humming. I'm telling you.
It's all good.
Man,
I'm
listen,
telling you.
DMG, he ain't got no choice, bruh. Because I gotta go that way because I've already caught. Like initially, he was saying this and saying that, so I caught him on that. So now he's doing the backpedal. Like, yeah, I would still teach the white kids if they called me, but I still want to do a black thing, nigga. You can't do a black thing if you trying to do the white thing too. You can't do it. So right now he's in his backpedal mode. He's backpedaling. He's not doing a good job, but he is backpedaling. You know.
I didn't backpedal. I said I would start a school in the black community. Didn't say I would start in the white community.
Come on, bro.
Black community, period. Black community,
Hey,
period.
look, I was up there listening, and I was like, man, my brother hurt, and hey, this is a powerful brother. I rock with him. I was like, this dude, Cube wrong, man. Cube is just wrong, man. I don't know why he do this to people, man. Let that man live, man. If he want to teach black people in the black neighborhood, let that man live. This dude Cube did. And I knew it. Soon as he asked, soon as he started, I was like, Cube, here go Cube doing the Cube thing.
Yeah,
But,
man.
hey,
I'm doing my cue.
hey, shout out to my nephew, Super Wavy, the superstar. I wanted to salute you, powerful Bills only brother. Salute my brother Hercules. Salute the Cube. Salute to the other brother that just hit the panel, and my man Jose. Jose, I apologize on that email. I'm bad with emails, brother. I'm just gonna. I thought I shot you my number, but if I didn't, I'm just gonna shoot you my number, man, because I'm bad with the emails. But we do got to get that show in. I do apologize for that. But hey, y'all brothers keep doing y'all thing, man. I just had to come and mess with Hercules, letting Q take him down that rabbit hole.
Hey, listen, DMG, the crazy part about it, and I appreciate that, man. I do this to everybody, and he just don't know me enough, but he's gonna stop saying certain things to not go down that rabbit hole. Because when you start saying certain things, I gotta take you down there. So, yeah, the brother
Yeah, you're wrong.
DMG is trying to
You're
get.
wrong, brother.
Yeah, he's trying to give you words for the wise, brother. But the brother did say he was drinking a little bit, so I'm giving a little bit of grace. I'm giving a little bit of grace, so I ain't mad at him.
But I want to say this too to Hercules though. But I do salute you as a teacher, having the integrity to say you're not going to turn your back on your students. Now I know obviously it's some things that they could do as they mature that would have you like, hold up, I can't support that. But while they still in their youth and they haven't given you any indication that you should turn your back on them, I salute you for not turning your back on them, especially since you didn't pour it into them. Because at the end of the day, whether when we get down to it, race is a social construct. You cut me open, you cut the clear dude over here open, it's all the same. So I think if we could all see that, we wouldn't have to have the conversation that y'all having. But since we can't all see it, unfortunately, we have to have the conversation that y'all having.
And that
So,
and that's why I'm
it,
trying to move it to class to help this brother, and I'm trying to elucidate that so this brother can understand it. It's more about class, and it's not necessarily about color, but color does matter. But appreciate that, DMG. I really do appreciate you coming in and stepping in the gap, so this nigga don't get bombarded. But yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I
yeah, man, I couldn't
appreciate
let you drown. I couldn't let you drown, my brother, man. I couldn't let you drown, my brother.
Hey, and the
But
crazy,
shout out to you. Shout out to y'all, man. Keep doing y'all thing.
hey,
Super
this
wavy.
this the
Salute.
crazy thing. This the crazy thing, everybody. This the crazy thing. The crazy thing is, even though Uncle Hercules is drinking, he didn't say nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's
Nah.
just the line of questioning from Cube. It ain't the right responses. No, you ain't saying shit wrong. We agree with everything you saying. Know what I'm saying? We agree with everything you saying. It's just this goddamn line of questioning from Cube is
I'm
gonna
taking them
hit
to the
your ass.
grind. Yeah, I'm just taking them to the grind. That's it. I'm
Cube is
taking
an
them.
expert what the interrogator.
Interrogator. Yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah,
definitely.
he's a.
DMG,
I'm just
DMG.
trying to
Hold
Yes,
see
up,
sir.
where his head at. I'm just
hold
trying to
up.
see
The
where his head at.
DMG.
That's
He
all.
definitely, Cube. You definitely got to come through. What we set up for Saturday. Saturday, right? We definitely got to
Yes,
come through on
sir.
Saturday on
What we
DMG.
say
I'm
Saturday? Is it at 4 or 5?
5 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. your time.
Okay.
So if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
5,
definitely
that's
come.
2 o'clock my time. So hold on. So he's gonna do an interview on your channel, DMG.
He doing a part 2 to something he already did on the channel.
Yeah,
So
you
is
gonna
that
have one too. You gonna have one too. We're gonna put you through the media outlet.
yeah? So can I come on and ask the brother a few questions or whatever the case may be?
Please,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need it.
we gonna open it up for the chat afterwards, and you know how we do.
I
So yeah,
I
yeah.
shit. If that's what niggas is on, I'm off Saturdays and Sundays. Listen,
Okay.
listen. Let me say this, man. I ain't know the brothers DMG and all them niggas. I ain't know they was getting it down like that over there. I was talking to the brother Nobody or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, man, DMG, da da da, da, this, and that." But I ain't know y'all was really like popping over there like that. So remember the other day, me and Domo was over there, DMG. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
damn, these niggas is like really popping over there. They shit is kind of getting a little traction. So I was like, shit. That's why I did this stream because I seen Super Wavy. He did a stream. So I was like, man, let me because right now I'm simulcasting. I'm on my channel and his channel at the same time. You know,
Okay, okay, okay.
to I got 20 viewers to my people. If y'all want to go check out Super Wavy, please go check them out. Hey, Super Wavy, you be having debates over there, right?
Hell yeah, we be having debates over here too.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wanna.
and Super Wavy host debates on my channel too. So
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, like to the people that's watching my joint, man, I may be over there. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I heard DMJ, excuse me, my bad. DMG say he's paying debaters, bro. I'm over there, bro. I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there. I'm not,
yeah,
but
for those who don't know, shameless plug, man. The Versus series is live in 2025. That's me, Classic Craig, Ratchet Craig, Debate League, Super Wavy, my boy Nobody. We got our sister Sage the Savage. And
shouts out to
yeah,
nobody.
if you come to the Versus Series Debate League, I do have a pay tier. I believe in paying people for their work. It's not nothing to gather research, put it in a presentation, and then present it to not just your opponent, but to the audience. I believe you should be compensated for that. I'm trying to stand on that. So for those who support, keep supporting. For those who come over, please hit that cash out because YouTube be taxing. But if you want to do the super chat, you can do that too. Either way, I will reciprocate that to my debaters.
Hey,
Standard debates, each debater get $50 a piece. If it's a title match, because we do have a world champ and we got a social media champ, and then later this year we'll have a tandem division where we have team
hey,
debates.
hey, hold on.
So
People in my chat are asking to drop the link. Can you drop the link to your shit so I can drop and I'll just copy it and drop it in my joint. But
Subscribe,
but but let me say this
subscribe
real
to
quick.
Paradigm Shift TV 314.
Let me
for
say this
sure.
real. Let me say this real quick. Man, listen, no disrespect to anybody else. You know, we got Sonetta out there doing debates. But I said on my last stream, I said, man, shout out to the brother DMG because he's paying niggas. Not saying no disrespect to the brother Sonetta, but man, look, bro, if this nigga's just paying niggas $50 or whatever, I'm fucking with that. Not saying that it's something that I'm gonna do. Potentially, I could do it, but yeah, because I like my debates to be thorough and I like to put out thorough information. But yeah, man, you drop that in the drop that in your shit, super wave. Well,
I
DMG
got
drop it in super wavy shit.
you. Now I'm about
I
to
Drop
drop
got
it.
Hey,
you. I
that.
got you.
hey,
Yeah,
Q,
yeah,
Hey,
so I can
hey,
put
hey,
it. Yeah, so
Q,
that way,
hey,
so that way I can put it in my shit. So niggas I fuck with over here, they can have it and they can subscribe to your shit. And super wavy, put your shit too, bro, because the niggas
Got
see me over here, but they don't know where I'm at. They're like, who the fuck is this super wavy
Q, hold
nigga?
up, hold up, Q. Hey, Q, where are you at? Because you're the screen on the screen on the TV on the channel right now look like your ass in Russia, bro. Where you at?
Russia? What the fuck about this shit looks like Russia? That's crazy. Nah,
yeah.
I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Let me put that in the
I'm in
I'm
let me
North
just
put that in
Carolina.
the chat.
But listen.
Super
I'm gonna
Wavy,
tell
I think you might have to do it, bro, because I'm trying to do it, but I can't see where to drop it. You know, I'm slow with the technology. I'm an old man.
Listen, Hercules. If you wanna set up something to where you can take calls and whatever the fuck from niggas, and then you wanna sit back and have like 30 minutes to where we can have a conversation and we can chop it up, bro, that'd be dope. I think that'll be, I think that'd be a great, what I'm saying, introduction into what what I'm saying DMG got going on because we could go back and forth and all of that. Like that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to debate, do 2 or 3 debates and all of that shit them up because like I was trying to tell DMG, I told him I was like, bro, I'll do like one debate every 2 or 3 months or some shit like that. So like, okay, boom. So
And Cube, I mean, I think I misunderstood what you were saying, because the reality is that's actually a perfect schedule for what we do. Just
yeah,
like
that's what I
my
want to do. I don't
yeah,
want to debate niggas like cause when I was in the Solar Vision debate league, like when I first came on, Super Wavy was like, yeah, Cube got 2 or 3 debates. I'm like, nigga, I got 2 or 3 debates. I'm like, nigga, you must don't know, nigga. I got like 50 fucking debates under my belt, nigga. But nah, it's cool. But
yeah. That's actually a
yeah,
perfect schedule. But I'm gonna say this and then, but yeah, regular standard debates. Each debater get $50. If when you watch boxing, the winner don't just get money. The both people,
yeah,
the top contender and his challenger each get a purse. So both debaters get $50 if it's a title match, meaning one of the people holding one of my titles, the defending champ get $100, the challenger get $50. So I'm gonna keep it like that. If we start generating more money, then I start paying more. But in the meantime, that's where we're trying to keep it. But I do
and
believe in
hold on, real
compensating
quick.
people.
Hold on, real quick. To everybody
Go ahead.
that's watching my shit, all you 20 niggas, y'all go hit the first link. That's Paradigm Shift. Subscribe to that. Then after you come back from that, go hit Super Wavy. Hit that. Subscribe to that. Come right the fuck back. It's real simple. You ain't gonna miss nothing. All you
Yes,
gotta
Hey,
sir.
do
hey,
hit the
Q, Q,
parrot.
what's
Please.
your channel?
Hit,
Q, what's your
uh
channel?
let me, yeah, I'll put it out there. Here, first thing what niggas gotta do, hit
What's up,
Paradigm Shift. I
DMG?
dropped the link in my channel. I dropped 2 links. The first link it is go hit Paradigm Shift, subscribe to that, then come right back, and then boom. Right after that, you got Super Wavy. Subscribe to that, then come right on back.
Say that
Oh,
again.
Appreciate
Say that
that.
oh,
again.
oh,
Appreciate
oh, oh,
that.
oh yeah, yeah, the numbers is going down, so niggas is really going to go check them shits out. That's what's up. I
Say
fuck
that
with
Appreciate
that.
that.
again. Say
I
that
Appreciate
fuck
that.
again,
with that.
Uncle Hercules. Say that again. I mean, Uncle Jose. Say that again.
What's up, DMG?
What's up, Chief?
DMG, you hear me? Hey, DMG boy,
Yes, sir.
you're
Yes,
Christian.
sir.
I'm
Yes,
mad at you,
sir.
DMG. I'm mad at you, DMG.
Come on, we're
Why
not
you
finna
mad?
do this. We're not finna
Because
do
Why,
this
why you,
one
why
on
you,
hold
why
one.
on,
you,
hold
why
on.
you mad? Why you mad at me, brother?
And hold on real
Because
quick.
you
Hold
went
on real
backwards
quick.
and not
Hold on,
forward.
hold on, hold on. Whoa.
You went
Hold on real
backwards, man.
quick. Hold on real quick, bro.
I can't hear him.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to Spiderface that just subscribed on my channel. They said they subscribed. Shout out to Mika, they already subscribed. Shout out to everybody that's subscribing right now on my channel because we simulcasting right now. We simulcasting.
Salute.
Q, what's your
So
channel? Q, what's your channel?
let me hey mods, drop my link to my channel so I can put it into this shit. But go ahead, y'all.
Because you said what
You
was you
know how
saying, bro? I
long
couldn't
I
hear that
wanted.
last part.
You know how long I wanted to tell you I'm mad that you went from Kemet back to Christianity. You know how long I wanted to get that off my chest.
How long, brother? How long?
We gonna bring him back.
No, I can't believe the great DMG said he went back to Christianity.
I still got the utmost respect for Kemet, man. My Saber elder, Baba Saber Maurice Neferu right here in St. Louis is still my man. Queen Mother Eni Teray, I said Kitty Haru is still my Queen Mother. And this the thing. When people say I went backwards, this is funny to me because everybody love to talk that ancestor talk, right? But I want to ask y'all, if you from America, if you are a descendant of slaves in America, what was your ancestor? And I don't want to hear about that talk about what was forced and what was beat into them, because I ain't never heard of nothing, no belief.
Hold on, Texas
being,
Mama, you blocked over there?
You blocked
Texas
over what?
Mama, you
The one
blocked
thing
over
my
there?
ancestors always
Yeah.
was.
She said she
I
blocked
don't
on
even
my
know
channel.
my channel.
The one thing my
Hold on, let me see if I can
Hold
go find it.
up, brother. This my main point.
Is the
This is my
link
main
to my
point.
channel.
If what I
one thing you
believe,
even is African, you know, DMG.
if
Like, I would
what
never.
If y'all got the link to
if
my
what I
channel,
believe, if what I
drop it on me
believe,
real quick. But
if what I believe keep you from rocking with me when I shout out every
hey Texas, I'll tell
spiritual
them to unblock you.
paradigm you could possibly think of that black people follow. I
I'll tell
shout
him to
out
unblock you.
Christians,
He'll unblock you.
Israelites,
I just got
mute your mic,
the
I shout out everybody. So I'm not excluding nobody from coming on my platform. Everybody got a voice. So if what I believe disappoints you, I apologize to you, brother. I'm sorry I let you down, but you can still come on my platform and rock out whenever you want to. So don't be disappointed in what I believe. Follow what I actually do, whether it's online or in my community. Because what I believe ain't gonna mean a hill of beans to you or nobody else. We talking about what I do in the here and now. What I believe is irrelevant.
You had
Not so much DMG, because what you believe tells me a lot about you. What you represent tells me a lot about you.
Break it down.
And it doesn't mean, and it doesn't mean because you're Christian, I don't like you.
No. I want you to tell me what it means to you. What it tell you about me?
What it tells me is somehow, some way, you're more comfortable with being a Christian than anything else. And I'm not judging you. I'm not saying I don't like it and we can't have a conversation. But that tells me you're more comfortable with Christianity than anything
so
else.
let me ask you what your issue is with Christianity.
Well, I just had a bad experience with hypocrites in the church. That's my personal view, and I can't speak for anybody else.
Right, but
my mother was the best person on the planet Earth, and she was a good person. But to me, 80 to 90% of Christians are hypocrite. 9 out of 10 pastors ain't nothing.
Okay,
so
you got some
that's my viewpoint.
You got some legit. Now, is that your opinion, or you got some analytics, but like some real numbers behind that you can show us?
I was treated very badly when I was growing up in church.
No. I feel you on that. I feel you on that, brother. And I know it's a lot of people that had that experience. What I'm asking you is, you said 9 out of 10. You threw some numbers out. So I'm asking, is that your opinion?
I said I think 9 out of 10.
Right. Is that your opinion?
Yeah, I think 9 out of 10 pastors are no
numbers?
good. That's my opinion.
Okay, so if that's your opinion, you're entitled to it. But you know, when we dealing with opinions on things and you making certain claims about particular people and you throwing stuff out there, it's okay to have an opinion, but some opinions got to be earned. But when you throw stuff out there like that, I would need you to give me something substantial in order for me to run with it. Because I've had bad experiences in churches and I've had great experiences in churches. But my experiences in those churches ain't got nothing to do with why I believe or why I don't believe, because it ain't the experience in the church. That ain't got nothing to do. If it was about, now if we was talking about my belief in people, I've had bad experience in churches. I've had bad experience in mosques. I've had bad experience in the Kemetic temple. So those were experiences with people, but we're not talking about that. My question to you is, are you letting your experiences with people dictate how you feel about this spiritual tradition, or is it the spiritual tradition that you got a problem with?
I have a problem with the people, and I have a problem with the spiritual tradition, because if it doesn't correct the behavior,
talk to me.
Then
I don't know the people. I don't know the people. Talk to me about.
If it doesn't,
talk to me about the tradition.
If it doesn't correct, but if it doesn't correct the behavior, then something is wrong with it.
What's your issue with the tradition?
I think it's not something that's conducive to Black people, because it was given to us and forced upon us by people
forced by who
in the first place.
Forced by who?
The colonizer, the Caucasian, the white man.
Now let me ask you, where you from, brother?
Brooklyn, New York, specifically.
You was born and raised in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Okay,
bro,
so
come on, this is bullshit, bro. We wasting the fuck time, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Because the brother had something he wanted to get off his chest with me, so I'm letting him get it off. So this my thing. When you say it was forced on you, I was asking where you was from because I wanted to know where your actual ancestors was from. Because what history tells me is my ancestors chose to be Christian. Now, I know I keep hearing people say Christianity was forced on us. And I'm still trying to figure out how you force somebody to believe something. Because that's all I equate that to Smokey in Friday when what he say, Debo say something, and when he go away, he be talking his trash again. Because if you beating me, I say whatever you want me to say. But when you done, I'm not rocking with you. Our ancestors literally talk trash about how these white folks acted and was hypocrites with the way they treated them and the things that they would get in these so-called churches and say. How they wouldn't let them read the Bible, how they didn't act according to what this book told them, said they should act. However, when they actually did start getting that book themselves, reading it themselves, they had what we call the invisible institution. You familiar with it?
Never heard the term before, so I don't want to lie.
Okay, so now the invisible
what do you
institution.
mean you never heard the term before?
Hold up, Q.
I've never heard the term before.
Let me educate the brother. So now you said Christianity. You said Christianity was forced on my ancestors. I assume you're talking about. So
all of our ancestors, yes.
We had okay, cool. So we had the invisible institution where our ancestors, my ancestors, literally had church for themselves, independent of the enslaver. They had their own church service hidden away in the cover of the night. If they got caught, they risked life and limb to go have church for themselves because they wouldn't rockin' with church with the enslaver. So, and they say this in the slave testimonials, that they never rocked with church, with the European. They got an understanding of it for themselves. That's why when you go in a black church, it's way different than it is when you go in their church. My point in telling you this is, if it was forced on them, like you say it was, why did they have to sneak and do it?
That's a very good question.
I'm waiting on your answer.
I had an answer to that question. Well, brother, you hit me with a very valid question that I'm not prepared to answer. I'm thinking that I'm not totally wrong, but I'm not totally right either. So maybe I should re-examine my ideas about that.
So
And
why
I
the
might come
fuck
to a
say
more balanced
anything, bro?
conclusion.
Listen, bro, if you feel like you're not totally right, not totally wrong, then why say anything? Because people like you, no disrespect, but I have to say it, people like you are the people that give credence to the FBA niggas that hate African people. So it's
If you say
quintessential and
so.
necessary. Bro, no, it's not because I say so. It's quintessential and necessary for your argument to just shut the hell up. Because you don't have anything that should be said.
I wasn't having an argument, Q.
No,
Yeah, no,
Q,
listen,
I
bro,
wasn't
I'm
having an
not.
argument, bro. We were
we
having a
building
No,
discussion.
Q.
You making it an argument.
No,
I'm
I'm
not.
not making it
It's
an
an argument.
argument. I'm saying,
this my bro.
You know when I'm having an argument.
This my bro. We building, and I appreciate you giving me an opportunity to tell you about it if you actually didn't know about it. But I think that's a question a lot of people need to ask. And I'm not like, if you don't rock with Christianity, you don't rock with it. I'm not. Cube is an atheist. I'm not finna tell Cube you should be a Christian. I'm not here to do that. What I can tell you is I was a Christian. Some things happened in my life where I didn't feel like that was the way for me to be. And through that 8-year process, some things happened where I felt like that was the best path for me to follow. Nothing changed about how I feel about the plight of my people and what I need to do about it. And nothing changed about the things that I do about it. And a lot of people stopped rocking with me because I went back to that path. And salute to them. And I wish the best for them. But if a religious connotation stop you with rocking with somebody who trying to do positive things for your people, I don't think the problem with me. I think the problem with them. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. I just appreciate the question because I think it's some nuance to it. I ain't even telling you to believe Christianity is true. I'm just telling you, when you talk about our ancestors and you say you want to give them props and you want to respect them, why we don't respect the choice they made as it relates to Christianity, instead of trying to talk about, you say ain't no such thing as white supremacy, but we give the white man the power to say he made our ancestors believe something, like our ancestors were some bitches.
Yeah.
Like
So
our ancestors was weak.
Wait. So Cube, let me just chime in real quick.
No,
Cube,
brother.
wait.
No. We
Okay,
have
Cube,
to. No. We have
Cube,
to
stop.
allow. Hold on. We have to allow him to respond so we can dismiss him. Because if we don't dismiss him now, we won't be able to do it later. So allow him to respond to what DMG said so we can just dismiss him. Because there is no conversation that needs to be had based on what DMG just said. There's no more conversation with him. So allow him to say what he has to say so we can dismiss him.
Say?
Because
Hold on.
I'm done with
Did
that
I
conversation.
say I want to have a conversation?
He was asking a question. He was asking a question to get DMG's point
Q
of view.
wouldn't understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
Q wouldn't understand that.
That's all he was saying.
Q want to argue. No, Q wants to argue.
Bro, I
So
do not want to
let him
argue with you, bro.
I'm not
No,
arguing.
I don't want to argue
I
with
just
you,
asked
bro. I
another
want
question
to
because I want to know.
But hey, Jose, I definitely love to build with you some more on it, bro. And like I said, I'm gonna email you my actual phone number. If you comfortable, hit me up. Just text me and let me know it's you, and that way we can get that show set up. Because I still want you to come on and do your. What's that?
Now, here's the fuck up part. I lost my phone, so we got to do strictly email at this point. I lost my phone.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna include Classic Craig on our email because he better at emailing than me. That way we can go ahead and get that show set up because I do want you to come and have that bill, bro. So, like I said, I don't care what. No, if you black, like I say at the beginning of the show, every show I do, I shout everybody out. Atheists, Abo. I don't agree. I 100% don't agree with that Abo stuff. But come over and have your say. Now the people gonna come up and probably tear you a new butthole. But come over and have your say. If you black, I'm with you, and I hope you with me. I'm not worried about what you believe. I respect everybody coming from their different paradigm. That's why the channel called Paradigm Shift. So again, if people don't want to rock with me because I'm a Christian, kick rocks till your toes bleed. But if you do want to rock with me, come over and build. The Versus series is live in 2025. Standard debates, each debater get $50. Title matches, the champ get $100. Challenger get $50. Tandem division is coming. We're going to let y'all know when that's popping. I got spotlight interviews. I got one with Reggie this Thursday. I'm trying to set up some more, trying to get some of the more popular people in the community like Q. But we doing what we do over there, man, and we're just trying to keep it going. Support my brother Super Wavy, support Q, my brother King Hurt, and my brother Jose, and the other brother on the panel, man. I'm trying to see my people prosper. So salute to everybody, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Yeah, we appreciate that, but we have to
All right, brother. Thank you.
make niggas exit stage left when it's time. So let me ask you, brother, what is the issue that you have? Like, let's just deal with that. Let's deal with that initially, firstly. So secondarily, and if we gotta go tertiary, we could just get you the fuck out of here. So what is the problem that you have?
You didn't. Clearly, you weren't listening when I was talking to DMG. Clearly, you weren't listening. I
Bro,
told him
I
I had a
asked
bad
a
experience.
specific question. I
I
asked a
told you.
specific question.
I said about 20 minutes ago. I had a bad experience, and that's it. I said that.
So
Everybody else heard that.
okay. So you had a bad experience. Is that bad experience is supposed to control your life and everything that you do within your life?
Like what made
No.
you say
Well,
DMG?
hold on, real quick.
Hold up, Cube, hold up, Cube. What made you say DMG? I don't like you.
I never said I didn't like him. I didn't say that. I said I
Yes,
had
you
an issue
did, bro.
with one thing. I never told her, but I didn't like him. You
You
never heard
said
those words come out my
DMG.
mouth.
I don't like you. You came out of nowhere. You came out of left
No,
field.
no. I said I don't like that you went back to Christianity. I never told the brother I don't like him. You never heard me say that. I don't talk like that to people. So if you're gonna quote me correct. I never told the brother I
Uncle
don't like him.
Jose, that's why he
I didn't
asked
say
you
that.
why you don't like me, brother.
No.
Nah, the
He
brother
said
said he was
no. I never
disappointed
said
in
that.
his decision.
He was
Some
responding.
bullshit.
He was
You
giving
ain't never
general
answered my
statements. I
fucking
never said I
question.
don't
Some
like the brother.
bullshit.
What you say, Uncle? What happened?
Cube ain't never answered my fucking question.
Well, we haven't gotten to that yet, brother, because
Hey,
we're
hey,
dealing
Uncle
with this
Hercules,
brother.
you got a lot to get off your chest. Go
Well,
ahead,
there we
rock
go.
out. We
Put
got
that
Jesse.
There we go. There we go,
Put that
Hercules.
question up, Wavy.
Let
Stop
him answer
playing.
your question. Let him answer your question. I think he's done
Put
with
that
you.
question up
So
there.
he can
Post,
answer your
Wavy.
question now.
Put that question up.
What is the question, brother? And I'll try my best to answer it. What was the question?
Hey, Wavy, you see the question? Put it up.
No, I can't see it. So what was the
Can't see it?
question?
Hold up. I'm about to fucking
talking about
repost that
this?
shit.
No, we don't got to do that. Just tell me what the question was, and I can respond. It's not a big
It's
deal.
right.
You
It's right
subscribe?
there on the top.
Just tell me what the question was. It's okay.
You subscribe?
Yeah, that joint right there.
Subscribe to his channel.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
fucking with
What's
you.
your question, brother?
I'm just fucking with you, yo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. All
It
right.
says, I said, why your channel look like it's a reggaeton party?
Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't get the joke. I apologize. But if it looks like a reggaeton party, then that's what it is. But I don't know. But if you have an honest question, I would certainly try my best to answer it. But
Yeah, I'm drinking. Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm just fucking with y'all. Just keep it going,
nah,
though.
it's
Just
cool.
keep it going.
Nah, it's cool. But yeah, go ahead. Anybody that has a question, we can definitely
Hey, Jesse.
observe.
Hey, Jesse, man, we got Uncle Jose on the panel, man, and he repping Kemet. So, man, you gotta try. I need you to converse. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to convert this brother to Islam. Uncle Jose seemed like he needs some discipline. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, Jesse, to convert this brother to Islam. Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum,
Salaikum
everybody.
salam.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Wa alaikum salam, brother. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing pretty well.
Talk
How's
to me,
everybody
brother.
else?
I'm listening to you. Talk to me. Talk to me.
So look, I'm not quite set up yet to convert everybody yet, but I'm gonna just listen in for a little bit, and then once I get into a little more settled place, I got to get on everybody.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then you can listen in, and I'll get on you, since that's the case. So that's cool. That's fine. So we'll start with you. So niggas running around talking about some assalamu the fuck alaikum. Nigga, where the fuck did you get this assalamu alaikum yet? Hey, listen, you don't even gotta answer that because you're not in a good place to respond to it. So don't respond to it. Just listen to the volleys. Listen, you're saying assalamu alaikum because there was so many of these evil motherfuckers that believe in this shit that these people that they brought it up unto black people amongst other people, and this is why you're even saying it. So why? I would have to ask the question: why would you even be saying "assalamu alaikum," which would particularly in the language that you think that you speak means peace? Why would you say peace to anybody when you actually don't mean peace? You don't mean peace. You don't want peace. What you want is conformity. So you want conformity. You want people to actually go along with what you need to do. So once you get to the spot that you need to be in and you park yourself, I need you to answer me. Why do you say assalamu alaikum and peace to everybody when you actually do not want peace? What you want is conformity. You want people to go along with what you have going on.
Hey, Cube, I think you met your match. Go ahead, Jesse.
Bro, not at
Allah
all.
guides whom He wills to the right path. You know, to be real, I think a lot of brothers are misguided right now, and the biggest thing that I want is just everybody to come back to worshiping one Creator of the heavens and earth. You know, I'm listening to Christian brothers talking about they worshiping Jesus, and brothers who are in this Kemet religion. That you know, what guidance have y'all got from Kemet? You know,
Okay, good.
hold on, now I ain't done yet. You want. I'm gonna give it
That,
to you.
that,
First of
that
all,
can't be
you
a
know, you
serious
want to talk
question.
religion. You want to talk religion, and you can't watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You need a little more guidance, brother, because whatever religion you got ain't it.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. How long is it gonna take for you to get to the
He is,
spot
by
that
the
you
way.
need to
So
be in?
he's an A, by
Whoa,
the
whoa,
way.
whoa,
Just,
whoa, whoa,
just
whoa,
so
whoa,
you know
whoa,
that.
whoa, 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 whoa! Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. How long
He
is
has
it
no
gonna
religion,
take for
huh?
you to get?
No, but you
Whoa,
have no
hold up. How
religion.
long
I
is it?
wanted to know that. Like, you don't know that.
Come on, bro. Come
It,
on,
it,
man.
it ain't gonna take me long. It ain't gonna take me long. And to be real, even though I'm not set up, I'm still set up to respond. It's just when I get set up, I'm
No, you're
coming with the
not.
Quran verses on tops.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So let me ask the question. How long is it gonna take for you to get set up so we can actually have a conversation when it comes to your religion versus what I stand on and believe in because I'm an atheist. And what I would love and what I implore and what I would need you to do is to show me that there's actually a God outside of what you think that there is and what you may think that what I think it is. Please show me that because what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a situationship and we're going to talk about this and I would hope that you're ready to have this conversation, bro, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you believe in any of this fucking nonsense about there's a god in the sky and none of that shit, bro, you done met your match. Let's please take your time. What you in Costco? You need 20, 15? What you need, bro?
This nigga. All right, and hold up, Q. After he respond, I want to follow up after you. Okay,
No, you know
go ahead.
what? Yeah, thank you for that. And I want to cook this nigga because I actually was listening to this brother, this light skinned dude. I was actually listening to him about like 7 days ago. He had a conversation with another dude, and I was like, yo, this nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He was just really running off at the mouth, and he was running off at the mouth about another dude that didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So I'm sitting back listening, and this is when I first subscribed to Super Wavy. So I was like, oh wow, niggas is really over here trying to get it in. So when I listened to the dude, I said, damn, this nigga look like Hollow the Don, without the hollow. I said, this nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about. This nigga really ain't that for real. He ain't it that for real. So what I need you to do, my nigga, what's your name? Allah's noble messenger, nigga, we finna send you back to that nigga for real. So make sure I'm gonna give you 15, 20 minutes, and we're gonna send you, and we're gonna offer you, nigga. That's what the fuck we finna do. Because I'm a real atheist. I'm not one of these niggas that's finna say this or say that or whatever the fuck. We really about to talk about it. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to have a conversation, or do you want to just play different dial and what the fuck you want to do, my nigga?
I can't wait to bust an atheist head. You know,
Ah, we love it.
it's my
We love
favorite.
it. We
You know what
love
I'm
it.
saying? Like
We love it.
for
Okay.
us to walk around in
How
all
long
the
till you be
of our
home?
creators
How long till you
of
be
his
home?
glory.
How long till you be home? How long till you be home? Cause I really want to talk to you niggas. You was popping shit and you was shitting on niggas, and I was sitting back and I was like, damn, he's beating up on these third graders. I was like, damn, this nigga really think he know what the fuck he's talking about. So yes, let's fucking. How long till you be home, my nigga?
I'll be home in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, you about to get your
And low
issue.
key,
Yeah, yeah.
you can come with the smoke now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta wait for me to get
Nah,
home.
bruh. No,
I'm,
no, no,
I'm,
no, 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 no.
I'm gonna just take it
Cause
all in,
no,
and then when I
nigga,
get home,
pause. 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 I don't want you to take shit in. What I want to do is I want to dismantle every fucking stupid talking point that you may think that you have so I can get you the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not finna do this shit like, oh man, I was in the stove. I was in the stove. Nigga, no. We
Okay.
not finna
So
do that. I'm finna
hey,
get you the
look.
fuck up
Let
out of
me
here,
ask.
nigga.
Hold up. I got a
brother,
question.
ain't
I
nobody
have a
gonna get me up
question.
off of here. You get
I
what I'm
got a
saying?
question.
I'm here until the end.
Yeah,
I
I
got a
know.
question.
I
I
know.
got a
Hey,
question.
bro,
Ain't
listen.
nobody
Whoa, whoa,
ever
whoa.
got me
Hey,
off of
my
here.
nigga. Hey, my nigga. Listen, bro. Listen, bro.
Especially not
Let me.
no atheist who ain't got no book of guidance.
I got a
Ah,
question. Hold up. I
here
got
we
a
go.
question.
Hold on, bro. Chill. Let me just rap with the brother. Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. You fucked up in the game, bro. You already hustling backwards and you don't know what the fuck you talk about. I'm telling you, bro. I actually listened to your rhetoric already, so I'm already a step ahead of two of you, and you don't even know. You never even heard me before, but that's cool. That's cool. But I heard your shit about 6 days ago. I heard your shit 6 days ago, and you was trying to beat up another nigga. You was fucking struggling. You was struggling. You was looking crazy in the face. You was looking like a fucking muppet. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. This is not what it is. But if
All right,
this is
Q. Okay, Q. You
all
got
right,
it.
man.
Okay.
God damn,
All
why I
right.
can't get in my bag?
Q.
But go
You
ahead, bro.
got it. Q. You got it. Yo, I just got a question for the brother. Allah. Hey, brother. Hey, wait. What's your name? I mean, what should I call you, brother? Allah Noble.
This
That's fine.
Just call him a fucking dunce. Like, what
All
the
right.
fuck
And
are we doing? We ain't gotta play with
so
niggas.
so
What the
my
fuck are
question.
we doing?
Q.
Sorry about that.
Chill. Chill.
You ain't got no
Call that nigga food.
no decorum.
Like call him
Chill,
hungry.
man.
The nigga bones is like sticking. Like get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga's
Chill.
cooked.
So
All right, I'ma chill.
my question is for brother Allah Noble and for brother La who's listening right now is why I don't know, I don't understand, why do you guys subscribe to the Islamic faith when we know that those people who killed themselves Islam was enemies of black people? So why do y'all subscribe to the faith?
Because it's just like the brother said, it's not about the people, it's about the faith. Now when you come to some truth, you know what I'm saying, and the truth is undeniable, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. You're going to rock with it. And to be real, why would I let somebody who could possibly be jealous of me deter me from getting my faith? You know what I'm saying? Like here I am. I know I'm on the right path. We're talking about following one God. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about following the Creator. That's like basic. You can't. How can you deny the Creator when you're in all His glory?
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, my pushback on that is, you said, how would you don't deny, it's not about the people, it's about the faith. So you could say the same thing about white supremacy, bro. There's a lot of you know what I'm saying, white people who say that black people are ignorant. They you know what I'm saying, they ain't got no type of intelligence, and they could scientifically prove that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the people, they came to that conclusion. So we know that the people who started Islam were not black people. They were not African people. They were enemies of black people. In fact, if you look at the tomb of Ramesses II, no, Ramesses III, I believe, he says on his tomb those people who greet you in the words of shalom and the words of Allah, those are the enemies of black people. So why would you follow them? I'm saying that's why I don't understand. Why would you follow them? Those are the enemies of our ancestors.
Ain't nobody no enemies of your ancestors. Like, brother, is you crazy?
You wild.
A majority of Africans,
Of course they are.
a majority
Of
of
course they
Africans are Muslim. You get what I'm saying?
Hold on. Say that one more time. Hold on. Say that one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say it one more time. You said
Thomas.
ain't nobody no enemy of your ancestors. Did you just say that?
I did.
Yes, he did.
Hold on.
And I heard him
Say
say
it one more
too. He
time.
did.
Say ain't nobody no. Say it one more time.
Ain't nobody no enemy of your
That's crazy.
ancestors. Now, when we talk about
You're
Islam,
fucking dead.
my religion freed
That's
slaves.
crazy.
Y'all.
And when we talk about Islam
No,
today,
brother. No,
when we
brother.
talk about Islam
Hold on.
today,
You
brother,
just
hold on. Now you said something. Now look, I'm just gonna get my little response.
Yeah,
Now,
let
when we
him
talk about
respond.
Islam
Let him
today,
respond.
a majority of Africa is Islamic. You know what I'm saying? Like 80% of the motherland is Islamic. And
So,
here
you
we
know
got some
why?
goofies in
so
America. Here we got some, yeah, I'm positive. And here we got some goofies in America who think they're too good for it. You get what I'm saying? And rather than
so let
acknowledge
me pose
any
a
faith,
question. So hold on,
brother,
hold on, hold on.
how you gonna
Let me
try
pose a
to
question to you.
convince me of nothing? You know what
Hold
I'm saying?
on.
Like here I got
Hold
something
on. Let me pose a
that's
question.
good,
Let me
that's
pose a
Let him
righteous.
question to
finish.
you.
Let him finish. Let him
Let
finish.
me pose a question
Here
to
I
you.
got
Jose,
something
let him
good.
finish.
No, hold on. Let me pose a
Here
Let him
question.
finish.
I
Let him
got
finish.
something
All
good
right. Okay. Cool.
and
Cool.
righteous, and I got guidance, and you want me to leave my guidance for no guidance. You get what I'm saying? And then what? And then I'm gonna be walking around cursing like you? No, man. Allah guides whom He wills to the straight path. And if you're gonna let somebody who you dislike or who has disliked you, decide your faith, brother, that's on you. You get what I'm saying? Like I know it's the right path, and hell, there's gonna be some people who hate me in it. But I'm not gonna lose out on my blessing because somebody hates me. I'm gonna catch
Okay,
the blessing, and I'm gonna be a better believer than them.
brother, I understand what you're saying, Jose. I'm gonna let Jose go.
Bro, you
I
cook,
understand
bro.
what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. I understand your point of view. The point that you're leaving those, but the aspect. I'm gonna just point out. Let me just point this out, and then let Jose go. The aspect that you're leaving out is that black people, we've been here before. We've been here the longest before Islam came about. Go ahead, Jose.
Now, a couple of days ago, I was talking to the man. The man told me his prophet, his Rasulullah, had slaves. So you can't have slaves and free slaves. And my second point, just because you see 20 million crackheads in America, that means I'm going to smoke crack too? That had nothing to do with it. Just because I'm popular, that'll make it right. You got prostitutes and drug dealers. I'm supposed to do that because it's a popular thing where you come from? That don't make no sense. You can't have it both ways. You can't tell me the man was enslaved, but he freed people. You have to know what you're saying when you're on here. Because now you're on your word and you yell and then you scream. But you forgot what you said to me a couple of days ago. And you said it, not me. So you had to
The
stick to
Prophet
that.
Muhammad did have slaves. The
And you
Prophet
screaming
Muhammad,
and you
and
yelling
not
at
only
me.
did he have slaves,
But then he could have free slaves if
he
he
had
had
black
slaves.
and European slaves. But I do say that
Go lay
the
down then, brother.
religion
Go lay down. It's time for you to
teaches
go to sleep.
the religion also teaches freeing slaves. So with that being said, like the brother,
It
this is not
can't
a
teach you
race
that.
thing when
It
we talk
can't
about
teach you that,
slavery.
brother.
The brother had
It
European
can't, it can't teach you that.
Europe.
It could never teach you to free slaves if you found that your prophet, the seal of the messengers, was enslaving people. That don't make no sense. You can't have it both ways, brother. He was running around killing people
You
in the name of Allah, and you don't want to admit that. You're
and
acting
right.
like that's a new thing and somebody made it. Nobody made it up. He did it. So don't come here act like now we tripping and we making up a story and we lying on the prophet. Your book says
Brother,
he did it.
you think the prophet
He had to
Muhammad is
deal
the
with it.
first brother? You think he was the first prophet to
No,
kill brothers in the name of Allah? We got
you see
David,
foolishness.
David and
You
Goliath.
see,
You
you
know what I'm
see, you
saying?
see,
And
you see, you see. Now you're
David
doing
killed
foolishness. You see,
You know,
Now you're doing foolishness.
Saul killed.
Now you're talking foolish.
All right, well, go ahead,
Now you're
brother.
talking foolish. It's a difference.
Are you gonna let me respond?
I am in a fight.
Okay.
It's a difference when I'm in a
not done
fight and I'm
talking. All right.
defending myself. Whereas you have a whole crusade where I am going on this particular thing to kill people in the name of Allah. It was a religious war. David had a fight with a dude. Had no religion in that. It was a fight. The dude rolled up on him. He got the brakes beat off him. It's not the same thing. And we're not gonna let you do that on here. Because that's a disingenuous response. Because somebody else did it, that doesn't make it right for you to do it. So you can't do that. We're too old to be making those excuses. You gotta accept the whole pile, none of it. You can't say, well, yeah, this is good, but that's not good. No, you can't do that, bro. You gotta accept what the man did because your holy book says he did it. You can't just flip-flop now and cherry pick. I could do that because I'm not a Muslim. You can't do that. So you're gonna accept it or you're not. That's on you.
I think what I'm trying to get at, Brother Jose. So what I'm trying to get at is I'm trying to understand, before Islam, black people, was in existence. We have civilization. We had a democracy before Islam came about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what makes, I think there's I think that there's just not enough information, a misunderstanding of the history of Islam and black people, the history of how Islam arose and the destruction of Islam for you to just believe it. Because it's like the same thing with Christianity. You know what I'm saying? For me, being a Christian, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a Christian, all you're doing is just basically, you know what I'm saying, you're strengthening white supremacy. But you can't, a Christian won't understand that. The black Christian, they don't understand that at all. So I don't understand how you guys, you know what I'm saying, we've been here long before Islam, but yet, I don't know. It's supposed to be, the answer.
Well, you have a valid point, but you can't explain that to people who are religious zealous because they don't want to hear that. Because they think you and them gonna die and go to hell if you say something wrong against their God. So you can't tell them that. You can't talk. You can't talk sense to religious people because what they say never made sense to begin with. Just like the brother asked me, what instructions existed before Islam? That's a silly question. They have plenty of texts in Africa that existed before Islam that were wisdom texts. He knows that. So you think people just running around with no sort of guidance because they wasn't religious? That don't make no sense. Of course they did.
All right,
They had
brother.
instructions of
Let me say this.
And all other kind of things.
Let me
the
say
instructions
this.
of Kajamani, 42 laws of Ma'at. They're written all over the walls in Kemet.
You're right.
But if you don't take the time to read it, you're gonna make that statement. And act as if we just running around wild.
Let me say this.
Butt naked in Africa, killing people for nothing. That's foolishness.
Let me say this. Better. You pull your guidance. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what verses you got. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna put them up next to my verses, and we're gonna see who got something better. You get what I'm saying?
Well, like everybody on the planet. This ain't
about like race. This ain't about what their people did to my people. It's about the best guidance. You get what I'm saying? And when I tell you I've received the best guidance, and nobody can prove me wrong on that, brother. That's what it is. But I dare y'all to bring forth whatever verses y'all have and watch me destroy them with my Quran.
Brother, that's not, I understand. Okay, I get what you're saying. So when I asked the question, you didn't say that at first. So now I understand your point of view is about the best guidance, the best information that you're receiving. So you're saying that the Quran is providing the best guidance. I'm
saying the Quran is perfect, and not only am I saying is it perfect, but I'm saying it is superior to everything.
Okay.
Whatever book you bring forth, whatever guidance you think you had, I will show you with the Quran that it does not compare. We're on you know what I'm saying? Like y'all want to talk about Kemet, but what have you learned from Kemet? Like I ain't never heard nobody ever say a Kemet verse.
We've learned a lot.
Brother,
but y'all ain't showing nothing.
Brother,
y'all ain't never showed me no type of guidance from Kemet.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all just talk. Y'all
You
just
know
talk.
what I'm going
Oh,
to show you?
it's an
I'm going to
ancient
show you.
It's an ancient
No, hold
religion.
on, brother.
But
Hold on,
where is your
brother.
guidance?
Hold on, brother. Let me show you. Where's my guidance? My guidance is in everything that you do every day. Your math, your science, your spirituality. That's where it is.
Brother, you want to talk
That's where
about
it is.
math?
It's in
You
Washington,
want to talk
D.C.
about math
That's where
and
it is.
science?
That's where it
Brother,
is. That's where it is.
brothers
That's
were in
where
the
it is.
dark. America, look.
And I
Yeah,
want you to prove me wrong.
everybody was in the dark ages until the Islamic time came. We talk about
Are you crazy?
math.
You serious? Are you
Algebra.
serious? Are you
Algebra
serious?
is a
You ain't
Islamic
serious. You ain't
term.
serious.
You talking about, brother?
Are you
Bro,
crazy?
we not doing this, bro.
Brother,
Nah,
We not
bro.
when I
doing
sit,
this,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
hey, look,
No, 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 no,
when I
no.
sit down,
No.
when I sit down,
No.
brother, you think I'm
You
not
can
gonna
find
back? You
nothing
think I'm
older
not gonna
than
back up
you
what
can
I
find
say?
nothing older than Kemet. The oldest
You don't think I'm
historical
gonna back
book,
up what I say?
the oldest scientific book, the oldest
So you
spiritual.
trying
You
to
can't
say?
back it
So
up
you
because
trying
there's
to
nothing
say?
older than ancient Kemet you can show me. You can't show me nothing older,
I'm
and I know you
saying,
can't.
I'm
Hey,
saying
hey,
during
You can say
Uncle
what
during
you
the
Law,
want to say.
time during the
Uncle
time of
Law,
Prophet Muhammad,
Uncle Law. You
after
clearly see
Prophet
this is
Muhammad came,
411.
everybody was in the dark ages. Islam took us up out of it.
Uncle
You want to
Law,
talk about
Kabal took
brushing your
y'all up out
teeth
of it.
and cleaning your ass? This is
You
Islamic stuff.
crazy.
Uncle
No, it's
Law,
not.
Uncle Law. You in the
Wait.
chat? You need to
You
click the link,
you
Uncle
gotta be
Law.
crazy.
You need to help my boy Jesse. Don't let him
Nah,
go out like
bro.
this, Uncle Law. Where's you at?
Nah, that man said. You hear what that man said, Super Wavy? That man said Africans wasn't bathing and wiping their backside till the Prophet Muhammad told them how to do it. That makes sense?
No,
He
it
said
does
what?
not, brother.
Nah,
I
man.
He said
understand what the
what?
brother, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
us who thought European.
Like many black people, just as well as many black Christians has been miseducated. The same thing with many black Muslim brothers. You guys have been miseducated. You know what I'm saying? And so the brother, so what
You don't want to.
you guys, you thinking that is just,
Nah, he crazy.
I
No,
mean, before Islam did not bring mathematics or advanced mathematics to Kemet, it was already there. And what happened was that when the Muslims invaded, they adopted, you know what I'm saying? They adopted the mathematics that was already in existence, the science that was already in existence in Kemet. You know, they just adopted it and accepted it. They didn't create anything. It was already there, brother. But go ahead.
but he don't know that. He don't know that.
Your mic muted, Jesse. Jesse, your mic muted.
You know what? Hey, go ahead and let everybody talk to
That's the
themselves right
ancestors,
now,
Super Wavy. The
because I'm
ancestors.
walking back to the crib. But when I get there, I'm about to be banging on
Hey,
top
hey,
with some
Jesse.
information.
Hey, Jesse. I got another Muslim brother on the panel for you. So you ain't gonna get packed out. You ain't gonna get jumped.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Uncle Law, peace to you.
Nobody jumped the brother, Super Wavy. We
Hello.
Man,
were talking to the brother.
don't try
Nobody
to
jumped
cop
him and
deuces
attacked
right
him.
now because a 6'7" nigga just came on the.
Nah, we didn't jump on him, brother. We was trying to tell
I'm
him, so we
trying to
didn't jump
cop
on him.
deuces
Don't
because
make
a
it sound that way.
goddamn 6'5"
Nobody,
New York bully
nah,
just came on
we
the
didn't
panel.
personally attack the brother.
We in the mall. It's the malls
Nah,
versus
brother,
the
nah.
temple now.
First and
I'm gonna
foremost,
stick to what I said.
It's all
first and
good.
I love
foremost,
Brother Allah, but I'm gonna stick to what I said.
Brother
Allah Akbar,
Allah.
first,
Allah Akbar,
That's not gonna
Allah.
change.
Brother Allah was good, fam.
Assalamu
first and
alaikum.
foremost,
Allah's messenger. And I can't take that Allah title. We got to be careful with that one. Allah's messenger. I belong
His
to
name
Allah.
Brother Law.
Oh, okay.
first, first and foremost, peace and blessings to all you brothers on the panel as well as your families. Man. Super Wavy, I had this
Peace, my brother.
conversation before with you in regards to this brother that's on the panel. Just the mere fact of him having Allah in his name and saying the noble and then thereafter the messenger is bitter and shirk.
Ah,
Show me your hadith. Show me your hadith, and I got you. If you if you show me a hadith that says that what I'm doing is shirk, I will change my name today. And I actually have a hadith. But just wait till I get there because we are able to take the name of the prophet.
This brother going in.
Ah man.
Now look, I
My,
thought
Man,
my,
Jesse,
the
go to
Muslim
the
brother was gonna come in
Yalla.
rock
Nah,
with
he
me.
on
But
your
No,
if
he
you
on your
wanna
yeah.
if you wanna
side.
do
The
that,
reason
I'm
Just
on
why,
this
On your
top
yalla,
too.
side, I guess.
yalla come on,
Hey,
so
he on your side. He just
yalla
gotta
ki, no, yalla ko asa kufasa. First, let me do it this way, since you want to present it this way, Wallahi. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, what you said to me is when you get home, inshallah, you go into your house and you're going to be able to pull up the hadith, correct?
Yeah.
Stating that it's okay for you to use Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name as your name in any capacity, form, or fashion, correct?
I got you. I got you. When I get there, I got you. And I want you to do the same. I want you to bring forth your hadith.
What I'm saying to you, is if there was a hadith, just saying for argument's sake, it is a hadith that says it's okay for you to use Allah's name. If it was okay for you, I'm just thinking logically. If it was okay for us as human beings, for us to use the name of the Creator that made us, why would I want even have to? Why would I even have to worship that man?
You there, Jesse? All right, Jesse gearing up. Oh,
Just
you
give me
on
a
the
second
floor
to
the
get set
elevator,
up.
man.
Because I thought the Muslim brother was gonna be on my side, but if he wants to try to step up against me, I'm gonna slap him down too.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying to you, brother, is this: I'm not here to debate. We had this conversation prior beforehand.
Well, you know
I've
how it
spoke to you
goes,
before.
brother. Don't be telling me about your feelings. Pull up some Quran and Hadith, and I got you. I'll change my name immediately.
What I'm saying to you is, you said that once you get to your house, inshallah, you'll be able to show me either in the hadith or the sunnah.
I'm going to show you
In the
both.
surah,
I'm going to show you both. And I
okay.
want you to bring your verses too.
What verses? I'm not even speaking about in regards for verses. I'm just speaking about in regards for you naming yourself Allah's noble messenger. That's the premise that I'm talking about, Aki. Allah's noble messenger.
Hey,
I'm
the
about to
crazy
show you.
thing is,
But what I'm saying is, if you think what I'm doing is shook or haram, or you think I'm doing something wrong, I
What I
implore
said is
you to bring
bitter.
your
What I
verses,
said is
your
bitter.
hadith, and I will
What, I,
change my name today.
what I'm saying to you, Ak, is this. You
You're
said,
speaking
no,
off
hold
your
on.
feelings,
No,
but
you're home
you're
now,
not
correct?
speaking off of facts.
Aki, you home now, correct?
No,
Are you,
I still gotta go to my computer room.
what I'm asking you, Aki, is are you home?
Yeah, I'm home. But
That
I ain't
indicates,
set up yet, brother, because I gotta get my computer and my I gotta
okay, what I'm saying to
get
you,
my Quran.
Aki, okay. Yalla, Aki, yalla, Aki. What I'm saying to you, Aki, is this. I'm going to be quiet. And still, until you pull up that hadith, once you pull up the hadith, we'll take it from there. Now,
Alhamdulillah. I totally
now,
agree with you,
Maki,
but I don't want to be the only one bringing up Quran and Hadith. I want you to bring up something too.
what I'm asking you, because if I have no problem, if you prove me wrong, that it's okay for you to use Allah's name, noble, and perceiving yourself as being a messenger, and show forth in a hadith that it's okay for you to do that, wallahi adeen,
I got you,
I'll
inshallah.
wait.
I got you,
All right.
inshallah. I already got the verses and the Hadith in my head, bro. You think I ain't coming with it?
hey, the crazy. That's what I was gonna say. The crazy thing is, y'all had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, and Jesse hit me about this conversation a couple of weeks ago. So I know he didn't already. I know Jesse didn't already made sure he crossed his dot and crossed his T's. Cause Uncle Law, when y'all came on a couple of weeks ago, he gave me a call about that.
I did. I surely did. And I said the exact same thing I'm saying now. I said if y'all can provide some Quran and Hadith that tells me that it's unacceptable to take my name, I will change it immediately. But nobody's going to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and back up with the Quran and
All right, Jesse, you got a couple of phase. You got to remember, you got Cube loading up his clip, so you still got to deal with Cube. He an atheist. You know what I'm saying? You just having a little
I mean,
internal. The Muslims getting something straight, but once Cube and once Jesse and Uncle Law get something straight, Uncle Law, man, they trying to jump Jesse. So I need you to have.
no, I mean, in regards for the other premise, Super Wavy, that the brother was saying something in regards to the Prophet Muhammad, and Jess, I'm not sure if I got the full gist of what he was saying in regards to the Prophet Muhammad. He taught them how to bathe or something like that. Is
He
that
so
said
something he
that
said?
what I said is,
mathematics. He
and
said,
what the point that I was proving is when the Prophet Muhammad came, the level of cleanliness has totally improved. When we talk about brushing teeth, the brother was brushing it with the walking stick, and then when we talk about cleaning, brother, we basically do sacred cleaning 5 times a day, just about. This is something. This is something that the man, like regular people, were not on. Nobody was washing their ass whenever they use the restroom, and brothers still don't wash their ass right after they use the restroom. This is Islamic right here. When we talk about like, yeah, you want to talk about what is that word? A bidet. You know what I'm saying? It's the Prophet Muhammad who encouraged the bidet. But y'all not up on that. Y'all still only
so,
wiping your ass with toilet paper.
bro, brother La, the brother said that Islam brought mathematics, cleanliness, and all of these high level learnings to Africa. And I told him he couldn't show me anything older than ancient Kemet to prove that point. Now, if you disagree with me, you can let me know. Am I saying
Brother,
something
I'm
wrong?
going to come with an academic source. I'm not just gonna make blanket claims. When I get set up, I'm about to
No,
come up with some
no. I'm
Quran,
asking Brother
Hadith,
La.
and
No,
academic
I'm asking
sources,
Brother La if I'm
and I'm
saying
going to be
something
the only
wrong.
one because nobody else is
I'm
doing
asking
that.
Brother La if I'm saying something wrong. No, I'm asking Brother La if I said something wrong just now. If I said something wrong, I would take the correction. But I
In
don't think I said anything
regards,
wrong.
in regards, in regards to algebra, things of that nature, there was an Islamic scholar that brought that into existence. In regards to cleanliness, I can't confirm that because what he's speaking about is basically making wudu.
But what I'm talking about
Yeah,
is
but
just the
In
other
regards, hold
but
on,
other spiritual
hold on.
traditions
In regards,
practice it too.
in regard, yes, in regards to making wudu, that doesn't confirm or shun out that every other human being that walked upon this earth was filthy because they didn't make wudu. So for me to confirm
Okay,
that, to
that
say that Muslims made everybody cleanly, brought everybody cleanliness to the highest level, what you're talking about is a spiritual cleanse before making salat. We're not talking about cleanliness as a whole. So you have to draw the definitive line between making wudu for salat, wudu for cleanliness, or picking up the Quran to read, whether it be in Arabic Fusa or in regards to anything in regards to the Hadith, the Sunnah, or anything amongst being as a member of the Ummah. Cleanliness as a whole is if your butt is dirty, your underarms stink. That's cleanliness in regards to confirm this. Say Islam brought that to the masses of people. I don't have any source for that. I just
okay,
I've read it in Kemet.
okay,
I've read it in Kemet in regards to cleanliness and things of that nature. But coming from Islam,
yes.
no.
So
So if you have read,
what
so
I
if you
implore you to
if you
do,
have studied it,
bring forth your Kemet verses that show y'all's cleanliness. I want to get some guidance from Kemet right now. Go ahead and pull up them Kemet verses that tell me to bathe and brush my teeth and wash my butt. I want that.
I need a verse for that. I
That's
need a
just
verse for
common
that.
sense. Nobody have to tell you to do
I don't
that.
need
It's
a verse
common
for
It's
that.
sense.
common
Bro.
sense today. It's common sense
No, it was
today.
common sense back then.
Now, all right, pull it up. Pull it up, brother. Show me your proof that y'all were doing that back
Brother,
then.
my proof is some of the
I don't
cleanest
want to hear
people
it
on
Hakeem,
the
unless you got
planet
a verse
are
or
black
some
people.
something.
I don't need a verse for that.
Hakeem,
If I needed a verse for that, then that
I
means I
think
was a filthy. That means my
Hakeem,
ancestors were filthy, and somebody had to tell me to wash
Show
my
Hakeem,
me your
what
hands.
I'm
scholarly source.
Hakeem, what I'm going to
Let
say
me
to you
see.
is this, because I think that you're
Nah,
stepping into a realm up that really, for the most part, and I'm meaning this in the most humblest way, you're engaging in a conversation with people in regards for Egypt and the Medu Neter with the premise from an Islamic religious practicing standpoint. And historically, you're not well studied enough. You're overstepping your
thank
boundaries.
you, brother.
Brother, I
You
agree
see,
with you. Now show me.
he doesn't know,
Show
he
me.
doesn't
Study me
know,
up. You know what I'm saying?
he
Let
doesn't
me see
know.
your
You know he doesn't know, brother.
academic
Lot.
source.
You know he
Let me
doesn't
see your
know.
Egyptian paperwork that tells us how to properly cleanse
Let me tell you
ourselves.
what he doesn't know. What he doesn't know is when you're dealing with ancient Kemetic priests, they did something called wab, which is a purification rite. He doesn't know that.
Bring it forth.
So he's
Bring your
arguing
purification
outside
verses
of his
forth.
knowledge base.
Okay. So, uh,
We know that. I don't have to bring a text for that.
Brother, I don't
er,
know it.
You just don't know, and
Look,
you should go read it
I'm
on your own.
denying you.
And
I know you
I'm
don't know.
saying that you're a
hold on,
liar.
brother.
Now
So
bring
go and
forth your
learn.
verses that
So
show
go and
me
learn.
otherwise.
Go and
Okay,
learn.
hold up,
Go and learn.
brother. So
Because
here's
you're
my
asking a
thing.
ridiculous question.
Hold up. Here's
You're
my
making a
thing.
Can
ridiculous
I?
statement.
Hold up, Jose, hold up. Here's my thing, brother. You're coming from. I would say you're coming from a Eurocentric point of view because you're trying to assume that these people in those times had no understanding about cleansingness and about washing up. You know what I'm saying? Until a certain point, as if you know what I'm saying. It's like you trying to assume that these people that didn't understand about being clean, how to bathe on a daily basis.
That's history. When we talk about European history,
So,
they did,
No,
brother.
okay, we're not talking about
Europeans
so
European
were
history,
dirty
brother.
until Islam came around.
We're
hold
not
on,
Yeah,
no,
talking
no, no,
Jesse,
no,
about
no, no,
Jesse,
no, no,
European
hold
Jesse,
on, wait a
history.
minute,
Jesse.
wait a
Hold
minute.
on,
Wait,
hold
can I
on,
say
hold
something?
on.
Can I say
Jesse,
something?
you're not talking to Europeans. You got a panel full of Africans on the panel.
Yeah,
So
we're not
Can
talking
I say
about
something?
you
European
could talk,
history.
you could talk that shit to Spain or wherever the Muslims conquered, but we ain't that. We older than that. But hold on, let Jalen trying to say something. Go ahead, Jalen.
Yes. Jesse. So have you ever heard of the Erbers Papyrus that was created in 1550 BCE? Are you familiar with that? Okay,
No, I'm
one of
not.
the
Hebrew
I'm not
oldest.
papyrus.
with that.
Okay, so it's one of the oldest medical texts of ancient Egypt. Contains recipes for soap-like substances, instructions of treating skin infections, and importance of bodily cleanliness. Mentions mouthwash and then enemas and topical ointments. Source is by Brian B. M. 2001, the Oxford Encyclopedia of Ancient Egypt, Oxford University Press. English translation by H. Joachim, 1890, as well. Also, another one proves that Herodotus, History's Book 2, 5th century BCE, the priests of the gods shave their whole bodies every other day to guard against lice and anything else of the sort. They wash in cold water twice a day, twice each night. Now, remind you, Herodotus traveled to Egypt and learned a lot of things uh, from over there. You also have the instructions of Ptah Hotep 24 BCE, an early Egyptian wisdom text emphasizing proper behavior, hygiene, and cleanliness as moral and spiritual discipline. Quotes like you asked for a quote, do not bathe in dirty water or wear unclean clothes if you wish to be respected. Source, Lectum, Miriam, Ancient Egypt Literature, Volume 1, the Old and Middle Kingdoms, University of California Press. Okay, there we go. I'm done. My fault.
So just so, brother Allah, let me say that you're correct. You're also correct. You're just
No,
confusing the
none of you
timeline.
niggas are correct. You niggas are
No, no,
dumb
no.
for
He's
real.
confusing the timelines. That's all. He's confusing the timelines. That's
So
all.
so so if the nigga's confusing it, let's just call the nigga what he is. He's dumb because he's confusing it. Let's not tell the nigga he's right. Let's tell the nigga he's wrong because he's confusing the shit. Nobody's trying to listen to this fucking weirdo nigga say what he's saying because he's wrong. Let's just say he's wrong. This weirdo nigga that's in Costco that's running around saying he's about to say this, about to say that. Nigga, no, none of you niggas get to say nothing because a lot of you niggas is wrong for real. If you want to stand up and say this is what it is and this is what it is, then say that. But this nigga that's running around in Costco or wherever the fuck he is, nigga, then just say that and we can deal with that and we can percolate on that. But nigga, you don't get to fucking just say some wild shit for real. Nigga, you're wrong. That's all it is. And
brother.
nobody ain't got to.
Brother,
Nobody,
out
nobody
of
ain't got to.
everybody,
Hold on,
out
and
of
nobody
everybody
ain't.
in the
Hold
panel,
on, and nobody ain't got to sit back, and we don't have to placate, and we don't have to listen to whatever the fuck a nigga want to say. Nigga, if you really about that and you really real, then just say what you want to say, and we can deal with it. Like it's very simple for real. It ain't even difficult.
out
The
of
fuck.
everybody on this panel, I think you are the least of anybody who should be able to talk about anything, brother. You ain't got no source of guidance. What you talking about? Brother, you was totally lost. You ain't following no scripture. Now, look, what I'm declaring right now is that in Islam we hold a higher level of cleanliness than everybody else
Do you
today,
want to throw up or do you want to wait for us to do it? What do you want to do?
brother. I'm about to get my point.
You're wrong.
First of
That's
all,
not
this
true. You are
I don't want to be
wrong.
the only one pulling up sources
That is
on this
it.
platform.
I provided you sources.
Nigga,
The
you
brother
don't
just quoted you
listen,
Daily,
about
bro.
three
Hold
sources.
on,
daily,
You
hold on,
weren't
hold on.
listening?
I gave it
daily.
to
Hold
you.
on,
You
hold
told